Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. And we're going to talk about Buffalo, New York today. Amongst a few other things, we're going to talk about Thugger. You know, I want to tap back into the whole young Thugger thing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And we're going to tap in. We're going to tap into the whole situation with Thug and his lawyer. I kind of want to speak on that, but I want to talk about Buffalo, New York for right now. So I'm gonna let some of y'all get in the room. You feel me? I'm gonna let some of y'all lock in. But Buffalo, New York, you are the topic of discussion, my G. New York, we gotta talk about it, man. We gotta get into it with y'all. Salute, 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 salute. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Salute to all the investors. You feel me? Uh, you know how we do it. Dark skin, salute. For sure, for sure. Salute, salute. Like I said, man, we gonna chop it up, you know. Um, Now we all know what's going on. I just did a video and I got a lot of people in the DM. Salute local trees, my dog. What it do? I got a lot of people in the DM and they've been just basically saying like, yo, you know, it seems like you're inciting something, you're trying to start something. They're basically saying that I'm trying to get the youngins. Salute, salute, Tammy. They basically in my DM saying that, it seemed like you trying to get the young people to throw their life away and go do this and go do that. And I wanna talk about. I wanna get in depth with you guys today. We gonna chop it up. It don't matter how many people in the room. We gonna lock in. Salute, salute. And first and foremost, I want to say, man, I'm never the one. What it do? What it do? The Chronicles. What it do? I'm never the one telling any youngins to do anything to throw their life away. You feel what I'm saying? Going to deliver the message. It might rub some people the wrong way. It might trigger. That's the new word. That's the new lingo. It might trigger some people for sure. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that is the goal. The goal is to spark conversation. The goal is to kind of nudge you, to get you out your comfort zone. The goal is to spark conversation, to spark dialogue. You understand? So exactly what I said did exactly what I expected to do. Now it's not getting the most views. I think it's the like number seven or number eighth when it comes to the views and the people watching the video. And I think that's YouTube slowing up the numbers because when you giving a powerful message, when you awakening the drillers, when you awakening the shooters, the hitters, YouTube is like anywhere else, any other platform. They going tap in, they gonna lock in, and they going do their thing. They gonna do their due diligence to slow that down. So that's all that really is. So I'm not really tripping about the views on it. But it's just a couple of angles that I wanted to tap into. That again, sparking the dialogue, sparking the conversation, sent people into my DM, and some of the things I didn't agree with, but it triggered something in my mind to speak on. So first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I believe, I believe, um, I believe that if somebody, as men, as men, whatever race it is, it's something in us that wants to protect. We are here to protect the children and the women of the village. So I wholeheartedly feel like when somebody like the dude that shot up that supermarket in Buffalo, right? When something like that happens, it is time to apply pressure to his family because what they make y'all think is okay, he did the crime, now we got him in jail, but in all reality, is jail the end all be all? No, it's not. This thing gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. And one of the things I said is, if somebody walks up on your grandmama in a convenience store, a supermarket, and they smoke your grandmama with an AK-47 or not whatever kind of gun they got, then you're as a man, the type of man that I am, the type of men that I was raised under. I was raised that now it's time, it's war, it's wartime. It's wartime. And war doesn't end when, you go to jail. So you do something like that and you go to jail, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you sit in jail and watch your family members get knocked off one by one. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that. If you commit a crime like that, then your mama gotta pay, your grandmama gotta pay, your nieces gotta pay, and I'm such a grown man about it that I'm gonna give your family a chance to get out the city. I'm gonna give your family a chance to get out the city, to get out of Dodge, because the feds and the police they not going to protect you forever. So right now, you got the police around that young boy, his mama house or whoever house he was living in. You got surveillance, you got police, but that's not gonna last forever. It's not gonna last forever. And you know, another angle, you feel me? So like I said, yeah, when you go to jail after committing a crime like that, now it's time for you to sit in jail. They're gonna make sure you watch the news. They're gonna make sure you got a TV somewhere, and you're gonna get wind. Oh, the guy who shot up the supermarket the other day, his mother was found in the parking lot of the mall in her car, left there. 2 weeks later, oh my God, his father was found. A week later, his auntie, somebody ran, 20 hooligans ran into his auntie's house. Rams, y'all will have to leave the city. And, in the last video I did, I was very passionate about what I was saying. And again, it just sparked dialogue. It sent people directly to my inbox. A lot of people didn't want to go to the comments. A lot of my investors and my subscribers, they'll come to the inbox and they'll chop it up with me. And if you know anybody that knows me, I'm going to converse with you through the comments, through the inbox. If I got time, I'm going to do it. And, people just wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't feeling that. Now, that sparked up something in me as well. The fact that people wasn't feeling it, but we'll talk about that later. So, it just like I said, man, when you engage in activity like that, the white boy did, then it is now wartime, and that means it's war between your last name, and that means it's war between my last name. And the grandma that was in the store that he shot down, she was innocent. The lady that he shot down in the parking lot, she was innocent. The people that he shot in the store were all innocent people. So what we supposed to do is say, don't touch his family because they innocent. But he killed innocent people. He killed innocent people. So what you got to understand in the laws of love and war, there's no fair. It's nothing fair when love and war is involved. It's nothing fair. It is what it is. But being fair, there's nothing fair. There's no fair fight. You understand what I'm saying now? That was the first point that I wanted to address. Your last name is supposed to mean something. Your last name is what you supposed to ride for. Your last name is what you supposed to slide for. What you supposed to die for. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I talk to my youngins, my daughters, my wife, everybody know I'm Big B. I'm Big B. And everybody with that B on their last name, they can get whatever they want from me. So the second you disrespect anybody with this last name, it's all gloves, it's all gloves off. The gloves is off. Yeah. This you gotta understand. Society has made us weak. It has weakened us, but not just us. It's weakened the enemy as well. They have become weak, but we are weak as well. So I'm just trying to restore the feeling. I'm trying to. Yeah. Well, that is a fact. What you just said. That is a fact. Um, but again, I'm here to restore the feeling. Grown man business. So it's somebody out there right now that got a phone call yesterday, or the day before saying that their 86-year-old grandmother has passed away and was murdered, buying her greens and her collard greens and her green beans from the supermarket. Now, somebody's supposed to be sliding behind that. Somebody's supposed to be dying behind that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. Multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle. And that's the respect factor. The respect factor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, let me break this down for you. Something like that happens. First, your family's supposed to be riding behind that. Somebody's supposed to be shooting a gun. Somebody's supposed to be doing something behind that. But let's just say this elderly lady had no family. Let's just say this 86-year-old lady had no family. The second line of defense is just the men of the community. The men that live up and around that supermarket. You know, that knew that lady. Oh, that's Miss Williams. Oh, you talking about Miss Jenkins? The people that knew that lady is supposed to start rallying the troops. Buffalo, New York, y'all supposed to start rallying the troops. And you know, who are the troops? The youngsters, the shooters, the sliders, the drillers. Now, we're going to get into that. I'm not going to dig into that right there, but that area right there, I'm not going to dig into it just yet. But we're going to get into that. Now, again, the respect factor. I want my people, I want everybody out there to know that it's deeper than just being black. It's deeper than just being foundational Americans. It's deeper than just having the melanated skin on why they hate and they attack and they brutalize the people, our people. One of the main reasons is they don't respect the men. Now, what do you mean by that, Grown Man Business, when you say they don't respect the men? Okay. Tamir Rice. Tamir Rice was a young boy that was playing with a toy gun in a park in Chicago that the police basically did a drive-by on, rolled up on him before they even got out the car, was shooting him down, and it all got caught on camera. A child, right? Somebody was supposed to die behind that. Somebody was supposed to smoke something behind that, and nobody did nothing. Let me give you another example. Sandra Bland. Sandra Bland was the first time, me personally, that I felt enraged to the point where, you know, I understood that something was supposed to happen, right or wrong. Somebody was supposed to pay for that, right or wrong. And because Sandra is my mother, you know, that's my mother's name, Sandra. So when I heard her name and how she passed and who she was and how they took a picture of her already deceased with her dreads laying back and her eyes basically rolling in her head, and they took a picture with her. Now, mind you, Sandra Bland was pulled over on a regular, you know, traffic stop, a tail light, a wrong turn at a stop sign. And they took a picture of her in a jail jumpsuit. And anybody that's been to jail know you don't get a jumpsuit for a traffic violation. You don't get a jumpsuit for a traffic violation. And they assassinated her. And men in Texas, men, especially where she was at, especially where the action takes place at, was supposed to ride. Her family members, her uncles, her cousins, somebody was supposed to slide behind that. And nobody budged a finger. Nobody did anything. So that's why I say they don't respect us, because they know you're not willing to die behind things that are worth dying behind. Yeah, think about now. You know me. I like to take it to the safari. I always talk about the lion pride because I admire the lion pride. I take a lot of what they do and apply it in real life. I apply it on a more superior level. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going over your head or under your bridge. Hopefully, you're catching on. And the one thing that the male lion does, and everybody in the jungle knows it, is that he's willing to lay his life down for the Cubs and for his Lionesses. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter how young the boy is. It don't matter how old the boy is. It don't matter how big the enemy is. It could be an elephant. It could be a hippopotamus. It could be a alligator that he can't even really see, but he knows he's there, and he'd be willing to die. So all the other animals in the jungle, she'll leave her young. She's not willing to die behind the gazelle. She's not willing to die behind her baby. You know, she'll just have more. You know, if the lion catch her slipping, she'll run its way and maybe they eat the baby. But she'll just have more. So it's not a mind state that everybody has. It's only certain real big dogs, the king of the jungle, the leader of the house that understand this. And I'm the leader of my house. I run this. I run this. You understand what I'm saying? So if the enemy know you like your sneakers more than you love your family. You like getting high more than you love your village. You like having on designer clothes more than you like doing anything else. That's why that's why they attack us in that way. Because they know, these guys, they not willing to die behind this shit. We shoot one of the grandmamas, they not willing to die behind it. We shoot one of their kids, they not gonna ride behind that. They just gonna march. No justice, no peace. No racist police. Salute the Hajj. Salute the Hajj sign. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. You feel me? No racist police. No justice, no peace. That's what y'all like to do. And that shit make them people laugh when they see y'all doing that. After they done smoked one of your mamas, they done smoked one of your kids, they done did something that they know they deserve war, and they ready for war. They do these things hoping that the war spark off. And it never does because we ain't trying to die behind it. That's why there's no respect. A lot of it comes from being black, but they can deal with that. It's hard to deal with a coward though. And as a man, I can tell you as a man, bro, it's hard to deal with a liar, somebody that's gonna lie, somebody that's gonna throw rocks and hide their hand. And it's hard to deal with a coward as a grown man. A man that won't protect himself, a man that won't protect his family. It's hard to be around them type of dudes. Wolves don't hang with sheep. Yeah, always remember that. Wolves don't hang with sheep. They might put on sheep's clothing, though, and camouflage, but the wolf can't hang with the sheep. So until your family members are willing to die behind something happening to you, until your family members are willing to throw it all away, you're not going to get the respect you deserve. You understand what I'm saying? So that was just what that's something I was seeing. You understand? Why would you say they don't respect black men? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We respect black people. We love black people. A lot of the people that come in my DMs with the wildest thing to say be Caucasian people. And this is a fact, bro. I'm talking about Caucasian men, Caucasian women that watch the channel, that are investors into the channel. When they hear me go left sometime, they come in my DMs. This is not the first time, and they express themselves. But that's why I said it's not all Caucasian people, but the majority of you guys. The majority of you guys, it just is what it is. And before I go to my next angle, I'm gonna elaborate on the respect issue. One thing I learned about Caucasian people, and this is respectfully, is that they have learned the art of deception. And this is respectfully Caucasian people. But a Caucasian person will smile in your face. They'll shake your hand knowing that it's a disease on their hand. They'll shake your hand knowing that's how they got the Indians. Shaking their hands knowing they had smallpox. Knowing they just wipe their nose. And then they shake your hand. Smile at you. How you doing there, brother? Yes, sir. We gonna ride out today, bro? And the whole time, he got a knife in his back pocket he gonna stab you with. Caucasian people have learned how to smile their way out of war, how to talk their way out of war. They have learned they're like the best at it. You always have to like double watch them. Hey man, yeah. Hey, what's going on there, brother? Hey man, we're gonna ride out today. I'm gonna get on my horse. You gonna get on your horse. We're gonna have a good day today, bro. That's how they talk to you. And the whole time he say, yeah. When that horse get ahead of me, I'm gonna pull this musket and smoke him, and I'm gonna take his horse. We gonna set up a whole dinner. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, these people, we almost died out here because we didn't know how to crop the land. And these people came and they helped us crop the land, and they showed us how to grow food in abundance. They showed us how to survive over here in the Americas because we wasn't the first people over here. We almost died. And now that they did all that, we're gonna throw a big dinner. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it Thanksgiving. Boy, I think we're gonna call it Thanksgiving dinner, bro. Yeah, boy, because if we tell you the Thanksgiving dinner, they won't think we have nothing coming behind it. But we got some giving that we gonna give them. Oh, yeah. So call it Thanksgiving dinner, bro. Yeah, bro. And then we gonna have a good meal. They gonna cook food. We gonna cook food. Everybody gonna cook food. And I love how, Pocahontas over here. I love how Pocahontas make them sweet potato pies. You ever had that sweet potato pie, Billy? No, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't never had it. Billy, I'm telling you, it's the best sweet potato pie you ever had. And they sit down and have a big, illustrious dinner. And after the dinner, the Caucasian Spaniards, they say, hey, Pocahontas, go ahead and get Chief Oklahoma right there and tell him we had an amazing time with y'all. We just want to shake your hand and we won't give you these blankets. Cause I know it's cold. And I already know that y'all got bison fur. Y'all know that it get cold, but we got these blankets and we would love to give them to you. That's how, so my point is respectfully, Caucasian people have learned how to smile their way out of war, how to talk their way out of war, the art of deception. That's how they wiped out the mass majority of the Native Americans that were at the North, because our people, we were at the South. Our people was at the South. So we was at the South, but we was here first. Yeah. But hey, goddamn here, Billy. Billy. We got to get these Indians out of here, Billy. Billy, it's too many of them out here. Every time I go hunting, Billy, goddamn 40, it's 40 Indians, man, they're all in the water. What you think we need to do? Billy, listen here there, Bob. Hey, Bob, I'm going to tell you one time there, Bob, this is what we going to do. We going to set up a dinner for them. Oh, they like to eat. And these blankets right here, when we was coming over here, everybody that died from that, what was it called there, bro? The mumps, the Black Death. Oh yeah, I remember that disease. It was called the Black Death. They all had the Black Death, and I'm gonna tell you, we ended up keeping all the blankets. Do you remember that we had the blankets, Billy? Billy, we got the blankets, and I wouldn't mind giving these blankets out to these I'm sorry, not Mexicans, but Indians. And let's just see what happens to them there, Billy, because the black mumps is on these blankets, bro. We done kept them at that. Yeah. Hey, go get all 40 of those blankets out the back and bring them on down here. We gonna pass them out, bro. Oh, we gonna pass them out. So it's respectfully. You feel me? I'm not, this is Grown Man Business TV. We're gonna keep it Grown Man Business. And I'll tell you to your face, but respectfully. The art of deception. So anytime you dealing with them, you got to, listen. I heard somebody say this the other day, and it's the truth. When we back in the day, man, if a Caucasian person was to just wander through the neighborhood, man, we would be staring them down. What the hell are they doing out here? White people out here, man? What they doing out here? Now we done got so weak that we could be shopping in the grocery store and a Caucasian person just walk in and we automatically think they okay. Oh, that's just Billy right there. That's just a white person. We don't have no threat from our arch enemy. We are like cats and dogs. It's embedded in us. And you will see one of them walk into the grocery, to the church, and you won't think nothing of it. You actually look up in the people your eye right there, and you see the Caucasian praying with us. Oh, he done came to church and he praying with us. Betty, oh Lord, Betty, that we done, he came to find Christ, Betty. And then as soon as you close your, you done peep them from your peripheral. As soon as you close your eyes, he pull out a semi-automatic and smoke all of y'all. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but this really happened. Now, I don't want to go too far off topic, but this really happened a few years ago where a young 18, 19-year-old Caucasian male decided to walk into a church. Nobody thought it was weird that a white man was in a church with them, and he decided to go ahead and pray for a few minutes before he did his duty. And the people just said, let him pray, Betty. Hey, Betty, let him pray, Betty. He come in here with us. We gonna let him pray, Betty. He came to Christ. And he sent every last one of them to wherever they was going. And then let me before I go to my next angle, let me remind you that nobody slid behind them old people that was in that church. Nobody got strapped up. Nobody got the phone call and said, my grandmama was in that church. My uncle was in that church. My daddy was in that church. My granddaddy was in that church. And whoever that dude is that they took to Burger King after he did all that, what is his last name? Because whoever got that last name that's within these limits of the city limit, we got to have them. That's where y'all, that's where we lost that. The rage, the anger, the passion it takes for you to lay up, because as a man, that's one of the things that come with us. That's why I say women, y'all will never be equal to us, because when something catastrophic happens like that, the man is expected to lay his life down. The man is expected to go to war. The women can go home to the children and they can, they can pat the babies on the back and make sure they burping correctly. But we gonna go to war behind it. And one thing, if you haven't noticed, one thing for sure, two things for certain, is that we done took all kind of punishment with, I'm talking about within the last, let's just say 10 years. And nobody has slid behind it. And people say, why is this still happening? Because nobody has lost their life behind it. Now, let me give you another angle. Let's just say that when that dude did that in that church, or the young boy that just did that in that supermarket, did what he did, and a hundred dudes ran up in his mama house, smoked his mama, smoked whoever else was in the house, and laid him down. The next shooter would think to himself, do I want my parents to get smoked? Do I want my nieces and nephews and grandmama to get smoked, all just to shoot these? I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to change my mind. Maybe I'll go do somebody else. Because these people mean business. These people make business. They mean business. And it's obvious that we not going to get the same treatment that the Asians got. You know that Asian hate. When a few Asian people got robbed and a few Asian people got mugged and, beat up a couple of them in the street of New York somewhere. They passed the whole crime bill protecting Asians and making it a hate crime. And if you was to actually do something to an Asian now, I'm going to get prosecuted for it, boy. You're going to the feds. You're going to the feds. It's obviously we don't have that. So that's going to lead me into my third angle. That's going to segue me into my third angle. Because here at Grown Man Business TV, we coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles. Different angles, my G. I think that's what my next shirt is going to say. Multiple different angle on the back, different angles, multiple. I think I'm going to do the multiple different angle merch next. Salute to everybody that got a hat. The hats is still on deck. $50 a hat. That includes your shipping, but that's a whole nother video. I appreciate you. That's the universe. You heard the universe talking to me? I'm awakening the gods when I speak like this to y'all. I'm awakening the ancestors because they speaking through me. All right, so let's go to the third angle, my G. Let's go to the third angle, and that's when one of the young ladies that was in my DM said, GNB TV, it sounds like you're trying to tell the youngins to throw their life away. It sounds like you're trying to tell the youth to crash out. And I just, like I said, I'm a thinker. My wheels is always turning. And I had an answer for her immediately. Immediately. Immediately, I had an answer. Now here's the answer. You know, in all cultures, you got a word, you got a title that a small percentage of people hold, right? And I'm gonna give you the title that's most common, that everybody knows this title. Everybody has heard this word before, and everybody, for the most part, knows what this word means. And in every community, in every nationality, in every area, any race, you have a people within that race that are titled kamikazes. Now, before I move forward, let me know y'all know what kamikaze mean. Put a 100 in the chat. If you in the chat, you know what kamikaze means, then put a 100 in there and we'll move forward. But I want to see 100s. I want to see the 100s in the chat. 100. 100 in the chat. Where the 100s at? There we go. Let's get a couple more. There we go. Look, he ain't even found the emoji. He put 100. That's what that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. So you got a small sector in every community called kamikazes. Now, let me break down to you who the kamikazes are in our community. The kamikazes are the young boys that run around shooting up neighborhoods, shooting up motherfucking stores, shooting up old people, shooting up children, shooting up basketball courts. They can't even aim. These motherfuckers run out with a whole Draco, shoot 100 bullets at somebody, and hit a baby. These are the kamikazes. These are the guys that are literally throwing their life away for nothing. They're throwing their life away for drill music. They're throwing their life away for rap. They're throwing their life away for lean. They're throwing their life away for weed. They're throwing their life away for women. They throwing their life away for everything that don't matter. Everything that don't matter. And I don't expect the youngins to understand. It's a OG that's supposed to be giving the game up. Now I'm gonna give the game up. You feel me? I'm gonna give the game up. But you gotta understand this. It's somebody out there with 100 acres, 200 acres in Atlanta. You supposed to be training the young boys on that land. It ain't just supposed to be for car shows and to have your cattle and buy some buffalo and show off your house on motherfucking Instagram. You got a 200 acres. You supposed to have 50 young boys a month coming to your crib, showing them how to shoot, showing them military tactics, letting them train on your land for free. The kamikazes are all the news articles that you read, and you be like, man, who would do that? Who would shoot? Chicago, full of kamikazes. Yeah, I'm talking about Rose. Salute to Rose, because I respect what he do. I respect how he give it up. I feel like Rose, and I'm not going to go too far off topic, but I feel like Rose is one of those ones that made it to the highest level. He's up there with the higher ups and the elites, but he's somehow still connected to the bottom. He somehow still has a connection. I don't. So I just feel like the reason of him being with the higher ups and elites is why he's not. But those dudes with those acres, with that land, they supposed to be training youngsters, 100 youngsters a month, how to shoot, how to aim, how to walk down on your target, how if it's 4 y'all, how to bust into a house and do tactical moves. That's what they said. But instead, we got our elites and our rich. They having car shows and just all the shit that don't matter. You got to know, low key, the Caucasians, they got rich people that's putting them through training. They got rich people that's supplying guns. They got motherfuckers with money that's dropping bags for warfare that you don't know who dropped the bag. When homeboy, they got motherfuckers that was paying $50,000 for the bag of Skittles that Trayvon Martin had, or the gun that old boy shot him with. That's how they give it up, right? So let me get back on point. Let me get back on topic. The kamikazes. We got a gang of kamikazes. We got so many youngsters that's shooting, but they ain't been trained to shoot for the embetterment of your people. Now let's go back to the word kamikaze. That basically means in a lump sum. No. Let me give you some game. XE or whatever, XY, whatever your name is, right? They are not losers. See, the shooters, the criminals, you ain't supposed to disown them. You supposed to still pull them in, the shooters. The white boy, the Caucasian boy that ran up in that market and shot 13 people, killed 10. He is a kamikaze. He is an 18-year-old boy that threw his life away for the better good of his people, for the furtherance of his people, for the furtherance. So again, it's a small portion of people in this world, in your community, that they not never gonna be judges. They not put here to be higher ups and elites. They're not put here to be basketball players. They're not put here to be. They're not put here to be anything but a war general. There are some people that are made just for war. Achilles. I mean, it goes back centuries. Everybody's trying to be the billionaire. Everybody's trying to be, Jay-Z. Everybody's trying to be Lil Wayne or Thugger. But it's just the dudes that's doing the wild crimes that, Lil Tim. Let me give you a prime example. Lil Tim. Now, Lil Tim did exactly what he was supposed to do. Your man as the breadwinner gets attacked. And it's multiple upon multiple upon multiple people attacking him, right? You got the slammer. You supposed to hop out and let that slammer go. That's what the hitters do. That's what the drillers do. That's what the kamikaze do. But imagine we take Lil Tim and we teach him to love his people and to protect his people from all enemies. Then you would have had a Lil Tim rolling down the street, saw old boy doing his thing, and he would have hopped out and he wouldn't have thought about going to jail, losing his life, throwing it all away. That's what kamikazes are for. And the Japanese and the Chinese, they have it. I mean, look at Pearl Harbor. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to give you some game. They teach you about Pearl Harbor. Who is the enemy? We're going to get into that, my G. Just sit back, relax, and but we're going to get into that. But the enemy, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is the 18-year-old boy that ran up in that supermarket, or the other 18-year-old boy that ran up in that church. The ones who taught him, who doctrinated his mind and trained him. Those are also the enemies. Because, you got to know, like, he didn't just learn. They didn't learn that. They didn't learn that. Okay, so let's get back to kamikazes, right? Who was victims? Explain. But let me get back to kamikazes, right? They teach you about Pearl Harbor. Yeah, Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor. They was down there. They was at the Pearl Harbor. They were chilling. They had just got paid on the 1st and the 15th, bitch. They was docked in. They were going to spend some money. Hey, goddamn it, Jilly. Hey, bro. Goddamn, man, we just docked in. We're going to go ahead and get up off this ship, man. Go spend some money. It's a beautiful day outside, big goddamn 89 degrees out here. Next thing you know, you see about 80, 90 planes just flying and shit. Where the fuck are they playing? Hey, Bob, what we supposed? Is the Air Force out? I don't know where these planes coming from. Bit, and they just crash into the ships. Now, you don't see nobody ejecting themselves from the plane. You don't see motherfuckers jumping out the plane at the last moment. You just see planes. Almost look like they driving themselves, crashing into ships. That's when I first learned about kamikazes. So there are people in this world that love themselves so much. See, I know we won't understand it. I know my people, we probably ain't gonna understand, because we the last on the list to learn to love ourselves, learn to protect our village. We are the last, and it's okay. There's reasons for that. Yeah, it's not. That's a whole nother video. I like how you think. Yeah, it's not. Racism ain't a bad thing. I don't blame Caucasian people for riding for their people like that. I just be ashamed that my people don't ride the same way. Now let's get back to kamikazes. They crashed the plane. So it's a small percentage of every community, right, that understands and loves themselves so much and love their people so much that they willing to give their life up for it. They willing to give their life up for the better good of their people. They are willing to give their life up for the better good and the furtherance of their people. So those Japanese, Chinese people, they killed themselves so that they people can rise, so they people can get more. Kamikaze mission 9/11. Yeah, I was gonna get to that, but you already there. So let's step it up. Let's get to present time. 9/11. Those people wasn't saying, hey, everybody sit down. You see, we got these, where the knives at? We got these knives on your head, bitch. And we go, hey, bitch, we'll stab you. Everybody sit down on the plane. Bitch, I said sit down, bitch, everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Hey. We gonna fly this plane to these buildings, bitch, and we gonna jump out before the plane hit the building because we don't want to die. No. Those terrorists, because that's what they was considered, right? What are they were like Indians or like I don't know, Muslims? I don't know what they were, right? But those guys, inside job or not, got on that plane and said, "Bit, we gonna fly to this plane, bit, and we all going out of here. Nah. Ain't nobody getting out. Bit, I stab your head, boy. I got bit, I hit you. We all going down today. Everybody, for the furtherance and the better good, because obviously they thought that they was furthering the good of their people by taking out 2,000-3,000 people. Them people, the Taliban. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I was never. So let's get back. Let's stay on topic, right? So that leads me to say I was never saying youngsters crash out, youngsters throw your life away. Hey, any young boy, if you're in college, go get a gun and handle some bit. I wasn't saying that. What I was saying was, in New York, you got a lot of drill music, and you know what come with drill music, right? Drill rappers, and you know what come with drill rappers, right? Drills. So in NYC, we got a lot of youngsters that's going to jail for life. We got a lot of youngsters that's throwing their life away, going to jail for shooting their fellow brother on another project step in another project hallway. We got all these other youngsters that's getting killed, that's dying. Literally, they're dying in the street in front of their project building, in their project hallways by another, guy that looks just like them, shooting them down. So obviously, we got a lot of youngsters that don't mind throwing their life away. These are the shooters. These are the war generals. They got us trained to look at our youngsters that's shooting up stuff as thugs and tyrants to the neighborhood. But they 18-year-olds that go and shoot up supermarkets and shoot up churches, they don't treat them like thugs. They don't even call them thugs on the news. They actually take them to Burger King and feed them a nice meal before they go to jail. And in jail, they make sure they get all their phone calls. They probably sneaking food into him. He probably got a cell phone. They probably say, hey, man, we get your phone. You can call your family, man, FaceTime them. Don't trip. They treat they shooters and they drillers and they kamikazes real nice. So why do you disown your kamikazes and your shooters? These the drill rappers. These the hitters. These the little gang members that's shooting up the block. And I'm gonna say this, it's really all about following your purpose. And a lot of times it's gonna be hard. You have multiple purposes. But one of the purposes that I'm starting to feel that I have is helping to redirect the energy and redirect the attention of the young shooters, the young drillers, the young hitters. We love y'all. You a hitter, you a shooter, we love y'all, man. Ain't no need for you to run down on me for this little chain. I can send you you want to make history? I can show you how to make history. You want to go down in history? You want to go viral? You want to be forever remembered? Kamikaze, I can show you how to do it, but you're not going to get remembered by shooting somebody that look like me. You're not going to make history. You're not going to go down in the books for robbing me. You're just going to be looked at as another idiot. Yeah. I feel like, mental illness is real. but it's not always a fault. It's not always a bad thing. That little Caucasian boy that ran up in that store and smoked all 10 of those people. I mean, he wasn't mentally ill. He literally stopped in the middle of a massacre and looked at another Caucasian person and said, "I apologize, man. I'm sorry for I might have ruined your day, but I gotta handle my business. I apologize. Listen, hold on, before you say anything. The groceries that you spilled all on the floor, go ahead and pick that up. That's for you. We are the same. We are both Caucasian males, so you'll get those groceries for free today. Cause I done already smoked the manager, and I done already smoked the bus boy, and I done already smoked the lady in the line right there. So you can get your So he wasn't mentally ill because he stopped in the middle of doing what he was doing. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sure. But that's just because she was in the wrong place, wrong time. He drove 2 hours to an urban area. Shorty was a casualty of war if he did hit a Caucasian woman, and if he did, then that's a point. That's a point for us, cause yeah, I'm taking score. He stopped it. He didn't mean to shoot that white lady. He probably thought she was black. She probably was one of the Caucasians that we let live with us. She probably had that little bob with the hair. The white lady, the Caucasian ladies with the little hair above the ear and it get faded in the back. They always got like mixed babies. Or like the Caucasian lady with the cornrows. They always we always got a few of them that hang around us, that be around us, that love us. And y'all ain't big enough for them, so they come on our side and they hang with us. I don't deal with them, but you know what I'm talking about. So if he did hit one of them in the beginning, I'm sure he thought she was something else. He thought that she was one of us. A lot of y'all blend in real well. I don't want to get off topic, but like I told y'all before, I got the crutches, still on the crutches, and I'm still off the meds a little bit. But you know, one thing I noticed before I go back into what I'm talking about, Buffalo, New York. One thing that I always noticed is that anywhere I've ever been around the world, Caucasian people are there. Like, bro, like I was in Thailand one time, bro. I'm talking about 18, 19, 20 hours away from the US. Like literally I was like a day ahead of them, a day ahead of the US, like literally like 18 hours ahead or 18 hours behind. It was something like that. And in these real dense rural areas, man, you would never find like a urban black person like me there. I couldn't find anybody there that looked like me, that was like me. Everybody that was there that was black, yeah. Yeah. Can y'all hear me, man? Put some 100s in the chat, cause I don't know what's going on with my internet, but put some 100s in the chat if y'all can hear me. Um, Anytime I've ever went anywhere, it was always Caucasian people there emulating the culture. If that's not going over your head, I'll say it again. There was always Caucasian people there emulating. So there was like Caucasian Jamaicans. I don't even know how that's possible. Like a white Jamaican, and like Mogi tell me like, oh no, I'm a white Jamaican, or no, I'm a white African, or I'm a white South American. Like, be like, what the fuck? Yo, bro, like literally, like you feel what I'm saying? Like I'm a white African. Like how the fuck is you white and from Africa? How are you a white Jamaican? How is this possible? But I always noticed that, like anywhere I ever went in the world, it's a Caucasian people there that speak like the yeah, man, my internet is going in and out. I'm not sure what the problem is, but yeah, they emulate all cultures except for their own culture, because their own culture is devilish, is evil. It's they Vikings and cavemen, and it's like that. I mean, respectfully. So back to what I was saying about the kamikazes. We got a community full of kamikazes, and instead of demonizing these guys, right? It's time to pull them in and start training them. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of these shooters, a lot of these young boys that's getting their hands on these guns, somehow, some way, they getting their hands on these guns. They are military-minded young men. They could do well in the military. They would do well with an arsenal. They would do well with ammo and guns, training. You understand what I'm saying? But they need an OG to show them, yo, bro. Maybe you don't want to go in the military, but we can send you down to Atlanta for a month, and you could train on, we got some land, we got some, an acre or two on Rick Ross's property, and we could train you. Military combat, you gonna be in the woods. Rick Ross, he got all these trees. You feel me? We're going to teach you how to live at night. We're going to teach you how to make a fire. We're going to teach you how to start a fire. We're going to teach you how to cook meat out in the woods. We're going to teach you how to gut squirrels. Make sure you know how to get it going if ever need be. These are our shooters. And all they got our army doing is making drill music and aiming guns at each other. Because they know as long as these young boys is aiming the guns at each other, they ain't gonna be aiming the guns at us. And the last thing we want is these youngsters to be aiming guns at us, man. You see what that youngster did with that Draco boy? Man, that motherfucker jumped out. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, he jumped out on 63rd. King Von was on 63rd. Yeah, King Von was on 63rd. He jumped out on 63rd. He had the Draco, man, and he went to letting off, man. Man, that boy went to letting that Draco off. And them blackies was scattering, man, all over the place. And he was doing his thing, man. Special forces, man. Special tactic forces. This young man was made for it. They get him because he done committed a crime. He liked the guns. And they throw him away for the rest of his life. That's another general off the field on our side. That's another soldier, another kamikaze off the field on our side. You understand? So it's never me telling a youngster to throw their life away. But when the youngins already done decided to throw their life away, when the youngins already decided he loved guns, when the youngins already decided he gonna use this Draco, it's up to us to change his mind about who he aiming at. Now, YouTube, man, it gets spooky, man. The internet will jump in and out. It'll kick you out the live. You got to come back in and resume it. It's because it get real. It get wicked. It get deep. And it's always deep in a rap when you scratching the surface. Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. That young boy, I don't like what he did because, he got a good lick off on it. Same thing with the boy in the church. I was like, damn, I don't like it. But he got that one off on us, man. He got that one off on us. Them young Caucasian boys are their kamikazes. They're their hitters. They're the ones that they know this boy right here don't read too well. Hey, man, this boy right here, Billy Bob, don't read too well. He ain't too good at math. But when you put that Draco in his hand, hey, give Billy Bob that Draco. Hey, Billy Bob, can you hit that peanut off that tree right there from about 60 yards out? Can you hit that tree right there about 60 yards? Hey, boy, I told you, boy, Billy Bob. Hey, no. We don't need to send him to college. Let's send him down to Mississippi. My brother Adam has about 160 acres out there, and he does a lot of tactical training. Yeah, he was a Navy SEAL back in the day. He was a Navy SEAL back in the day, and he learned from the U.S. military how to make bombs, how to shoot, how to kill. And Billy Bob here, he ain't the smartest, and he ain't the smartest kid in the room. Billy Bob ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. But old Billy Bob can shoot that gun, bro. Billy Bob can get that gun, boy, shoot you down from 50 yards, running you down with a knife and slit your throat 2.5 seconds. Oh, Billy Bob will chase you down in 2.5 seconds. And then after he cut your throat, he'll take your cigarette lighter and make a bomb like MacGyver. Do you know who MacGyver is? When I was a youngster, MacGyver used to... This is how they talk. Now, I'm going to give you some real game. Like, I done touched a lot of paper. I done been around. I done worked around a lot of people. And going back on what one of the homies in the chat said earlier, he said that racism ain't that bad. And what I realized is it's not, bro. They got all y'all out there brainwashed with racism. It's okay to be racist. Let me say that low because I don't want my neighbors. I got Caucasian neighbors that way across the street. I don't want them to hear me say that. But I'm telling you guys, listen, it's okay. It's okay to be racist. Now, let me explain to you why. Because I can't fault These Caucasian people, bro, for like loving themselves and protecting their people and riding for their white skin, for that pale, uncolored, unseasoned. It ain't got no salt on it. It's just pale white skin. It ain't even white like this. It's pale. But they'll kill about that. You shed blood on that skin, that pale. Let me see. Do I got anything? It's pale like this paper right here. You see the paper? Look at this paper. Look at this paper right here. It's pale. But if you scratch that skin too hard and some blood come out, oh bitch, it's wartime now. We going to war. And I always respected that about them people. I be around them. You know what I'm saying? They always took a liking. Most of them take a liking to me, except for like judges. Judges see that I'm the runaway slave. Judges see that I'm the spook by the door. They always can smell that in me. Judges, it don't matter how good I get a haircut, how nice I am to a judge. Judge be like, man, get his ass, hey, boom, 90 days. But other Caucasian people, they like me. They take a good liking to me, and I hang around them, and I always respected how they roll. I don't listen, bro. Let me give y'all okay. Let me slow it down for a lot of y'all in the back. I don't want this to go over your head or under your bridge. So let's go back to National Geographic, because anybody that know me and anybody that's in tune and anybody that listens know that I like the Lion Prize and I like the National Geographics. But right now, we're not going to talk about the lions. Let's talk about the tigers. Now, class, listen to me. Nah, calm down, class. Listen to me. You got the Bengal tiger. You got the white Siberian tiger. You got the Chinese tiger, the Asian, my bad, the Asian tiger. This is 3 tigers I just named. You got the Antarctica tiger, the white tiger with the big teeth, bite your ass down. Yeah, this is 4 tigers. Now, they all tigers. They all tigers, but they don't hang with each other like that. You ain't gonna see a Siberian tiger hanging with a Bengal tiger. You ain't gonna never see a Bengal tiger hanging with a Siberian tiger or Asian tiger. But they all tigers. Now, if you put an Asian tiger over there with the Siberian tiger, the Siberian tiger's gonna click up because they look the same. We the same. We the same. But this Asian tiger over here done wandered in our motherfucking jungle bit. We gonna kill him. They gonna kill the Asian tiger. Segregation. It's not really racism, but I understand. Y'all, A class, calm down. I ain't going nowhere. Calm down. Calm down. So let's get back to it, right? The Siberian tiger and the Asian tiger ain't gonna hang together. And if you put a Siberian tiger over there in Asia, bitch, these 2 Asian tigers could have been warring for 50 years, bitch, killing everything, going to war. As soon as one of them see the Siberian, he gonna hit his enemy like, hold on, we gonna slow down. Let's not go to war. We need to we gonna link up and kill him, and then we can go back to war. Okay, in the jungle, right? You got all the animals in the jungle. You don't see them motherfuckers hanging with each other. Now, we can coexist. And even more than coexist, we can coexist in our living habitats as well. And even more than that, we can meet up at the water hole. When I come to get water for my family and you come to get water for your family, then we can sit down, we can chop it up. And you can say, Tyrone, you know, how has your week been going? And and Tyrone can say, well, goddamn, Billy Bob, man, my week ain't been going too good, man. I killed a couple buffaloes, man, but they were scragglers, man. There wasn't a lot of meat on the bone. How about your week, Billy Bob? Billy Bob say, Tyrone, man, hey, man, my, you know, my week was pretty good, man. The wife is happy, everybody's happy. I done killed a couple of elephants, so we got plenty of meat for the other side that lasts us through the winter time. So me, Billy Bob, you know, my week went good. And then me, Tyrone and Billy Bob, they can talk at the water hole. They can get their water. And after they get done talking and saying, hey, Tyrone, you know I love you, Tyrone. I appreciate everything you do. And Tyrone can say, hey, man, Billy Bob, carry your goddamn crazy ass up out of here, man. I let you know I fuck with you. I rock with you, boy. And then Tyrone can go his way with his water, and Billy Bob can go his way. See, on a deeper level, on a deeper level, because it's always deeper than rap when you're scratching the surface. Caucasian people back in the day, They understood how powerful our ancestors was on this land. So let me give you an example. So, like Black Wall Street. Everybody knows Black Wall Street. I know about 20 more other cities that was just like Black Wall Street, all black owned, that they burned down and made lakes. They they would burn all these places down and make like national parks and Central Park and a big ass lake. They put it right over to the whole community. Okay, so anyway, Caucasian people were so, now mind you, these people were newly released slaves, and these newly released slaves all had probably got a little money, had a little land, something that was given, they got where however they got it, right? They put all that shit together and they had like 200 acres and they had a big ass city. We all know about the Black Wall Street, but nobody really goes too far in depth. And I just want to give y'all, okay, so Black Wall Street. The Caucasian people, they standing out. They on the outskirts of the city, and they saying, man, how did these goddamn, hey, Billy Bob, hey, Billy Bob, man, hey, man, I was driving down past Mississippi the other day, and I slid on through that Black Wall Street, man. Billy Bob, you been through there, Billy? Hey, Adam, boy, hey, Adam, I seen a bunch of them boys over there about 2 weeks ago, and I said, I'm going to stay away from that area. Well, Billy Bob, I drove through there, and it was churches in there, man. It was banks, it was hospitals, and they had schools, and they had theaters, and they had gymnastics, and they had taekwondo, man. I mean, man, the streets looked like they were paved in gold, Billy Bob. What? Paved in gold, Billy Bob. I'm telling you, it was money everywhere. And them boys, hey, you know what I want to call them, Billy Bob, but I can't call them that right now. So them boys, Billy Bob, they was out there dancing and rapping and spitting and skitting, man. Them boys was rapping at them. Billy Bob, I tell you, man, they was booping the bopping and beeping and the bopping and booping, and it was all of them people out there, Billy Bob. All them black guys was out there, and they was having a good old time. And I'm trying to figure out how is it that we don't even have a theater over here in town. We don't have a theater. We don't have a stadium. We ain't living like them black people over there, Billy Bob. Do you understand? They was trying to figure out how we was living so good with so little. So what they came to their mind was like, we gonna get rid. Matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. We been keeping their ass over there for so long, they done got powerful. Without our interruption, without us inserting our doctrinations, without us putting our false info into their situation, I mean, they're doing pretty well over there now, Billy Bob. Those goddamn black boys over there done made a whole community, man. And I mean, their houses are nice houses, and the grass, and the damn grass is manicured better than mine's, Billy Bob. Jesus Christ, boy. And they said, you know what? The old law is not working. We got to come up with something new. So this is what we going to do. We going to integrate with them. Because if we integrate with them, then we can definitely keep them down. Oh, they won't build up no communities if they come into our churches. Oh, they won't build up no communities if they have to live in our communities. Yeah, this is all our land right here. We'll just take their land. Yeah, hold on, Billy Bob. We'll take their land. We'll redline them. We'll tell them that the government needs this land. And we'll blow this shit up, man. And we'll take it, and then they'll have to just live with us now. Because if we let them get too far out, them boys, they gonna surpass us, Billy Bob. I mean, they got a theater. They got a basketball stadium. They got a baseball stadium. They got 4 or 5 hospitals. Hey, man, tap in and tap out, my G. What's your name? Pistol T? Yeah. That's a weird name anyway. But anyway, yeah, tap in and tap out. But this real game I'm spilling. So don't worry about it. This is real game. And that's why segregation and racism has been demonized. They don't want you to be racist. White people that's racist, they say, hey, he's a racist, but what's wrong with him loving his race? What's wrong with him loving his people? What's wrong with him being willing to die behind it? The problem is this. If we start learning that It's time to go. It's wartime. Now they got to go to war with us. And this ain't back in the day. We not newly released slaves. You see the damage we do to ourselves. Imagine if we started aiming that damage at y'all. I mean, even with the whole, they moving back into our areas, and they moving back into the hood, and they taking back the they want to live in Brooklyn. Well, you see a random Caucasian running down the street jogging. Imagine we just attacked them. The same way they attacked the old boy out in Georgia that was jogging or running around the neighborhood, and they shot him with the shotguns and pulled down the truck. Imagine you in Brooklyn, New York. You see a Caucasian lady, she's jogging, and she's jogging in East New York, where it's hood at, or she's jogging down New Lots, and 4 or 5 dudes just run her down, beat her to a pulp, and smoke her right there in the street. Like, imagine that. That's what would start happening. That's the war would literally be like we would be segregated, right? And then after the smoke clears, salute to East New York. I got people, I got people in of God damn it, man. What's the name of that? I can't even think of the name of their projects no more. But East New York, right there off of Pennsylvania, the New Lots where the 3 train, the last stop for the 3 train, right on New Lots. I used to be all up and through there. Salute to East New York, Brooklyn. Once we getting the numbers up. Once we, summertime really hits and all that, we gonna be outside, man. We gonna be wherever y'all want to book in. Y'all want your boy at. Trust me, I get your club popping. I get your spot jumping. Everybody know grown man business. Everybody know multiple different angles, right? But yeah, since you from New York, since you from Brooklyn, imagine that. Imagine, you know, you know, you got a car because right now with them buying up all the property in the hoods, they right with us. They want it's a reason why they won't let us be by ourselves. Because what you got to understand is they leave us alone for too long, we start thinking. They leave us alone for too long, we start building, and we only going up. That's how Black Wall Street was made. That's how Utica Village was made. That's Central Park in New York. Central Park was a black village. Central Park was owned by black people. And we let some, like just like at that supermarket, we had some white people living with us. We had some Italians and all that living with us. A couple females we, like to be over there. We let them live with us. You understand? So they got smart first. They said, you know what? All this time we telling them no colors allowed. You can't eat over here. You can't chill over here. They done built all the things they need over there. Goddamn, over there, hey Billy Bob, I'm telling you, man, Black Wall Street, they got the best diners. Oh, those goddamn, she was a nana over there at the White Plantation. You talking about Barbara Sheen? Yeah, Barbara Sheen. I remember we used to go over there to the White Plantation, and she used to cook the goddamn best hog, boy. Oh, she smoked that hog for 3 days for Mr. White. Oh, she smoked that hog for 3 days. Mr. White have us come over. We hit a few of the slaves out there in the quarters, because he got some beautiful slaves back there. We get to hitting them. Don't tell Dolores. Don't you dare tell Dolores. But, yeah, me, Billy Bob, and my boys, we were hitting them slaves. And Barbara, she works over there off in Black Wall Street now. It's a restaurant over there that old Barbara had started, and, she's making a lot of money. So now they want to come eat where we at. They making their way to Black Wall Street. They got so jealous and enraged that they burned Black Wall Street down and forced the people that live there to live amongst white Caucasian people. All right, So again, our shooters, we got to embrace our shooters. Somebody got to tell the youngsters, redirect the energy, bro. Don't be scared. That you're not going to make it into the history books running down on me, bro. But I tell you this, run down on old Billy Bob and the good old boys over there off in the Rocky Mountains. Run off in one of their churches and just smoke about 13 of the people that's in their church, and make sure all those people that's pale skinned, you going down in history now. Now you will forever be remembered. And I'm not, again, I'm talking to the shooters. I'm talking to the kamikazes. Me, I'm an elder, bro. I'm older, man. I know I look young, man, but I'm an elder, man. I'm an old man. I'm almost an old man, dog. You know, I ain't gonna tell you my age, man, but I'm up there, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Hey, see them grays, man? It's grays right there, man. Look at that. I don't say that. That's grays right there, big dog. I mean, that's grays in my bed right there. So I got a family. Listen, youngster. Listen to me, youngster. I got a family. I done already made my decision that I'm not gonna throw my life away, youngster. I done already made my decision. I want to live good. I want to come comfortable. I already done made my decision, youngster, that I don't wanna throw my life away. But it's some of you young boys out here that's 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, and you want to be gang. You want to drill something. We got to figure out a way to get these youngsters in the net. We got to net these youngsters out. We got to decipher them out the bunch. Because everybody ain't bad. Everybody ain't shooting. Everybody ain't drilling. It's just a few of them in there that really doing it. They really doing it. We need to pull them in. We got to have somewhere for them to go. And we got to cultivate that. We got to grow that. So the next time one of y'all think the next time you think y'all gonna send one of y'all shooters to our village to smoke something, just know we got shooters that's coming back to your village to smoke something. And in the good book, the good book says it's an eye for an eye. Oh yeah, Billy Bob. Hey, what did they say in the Bible there, boy? Hey, boy, I'm gonna tell you one time now, boy. The good book say it's an eye for an eye. It also says, the good book also says that the child should reap the sins of their parents. Oh, that's deep. So that, again, the child shall reap the sins of their parents. The child shall reap the sins, bro. Now let me dig into that for you. That back in the days, the slave owners, the presidents, everybody on this land, all the pale-skinned people on this land that did crime, they killed and hung and castrated black men, and then they went into the slave quarters and they had their way with them beautiful slaves. They were hitting them. Oh, they was nutting in them. I gotta say it. They was coming in them. They was hitting them slaves. That's why a lot of us look the way we look with the freckles and all the light skinned, cause y'all great granddaddies wasn't even hitting their wife. Your great granddaddy won't even hitting your great grandmama. He was literally going months without hitting your great grandmama, and he was arguing. She was arguing with him. Billy Bob, why won't you? Billy, I need it, Billy. Billy say, Dolores, I told you, man. I'm working hard. I ain't got no time to be slinging this schlong to you. Dolores, I'm gonna sling this schlong to you in 3 months, because I got to work these slaves now. I got to take care of this plantation, boy. Dolores say, God damn it, Billy Bob, bitch, I got that, bitch. Billy Bob sneaking out at the middle of the night, and he hitting Brenda. Oh, he hitting the slaves. I'm talking about hitting them raw, and he nutting in them. He hitting the mama. He hitting the daughter. He hitting the cousin. He hitting the slave that make the food. He hitting the slave that brush the feet. He hitting the slave that do everything. He hitting them. That's what this is the harsh truth. I know it's a lot hard for y'all, but a lot of y'all Caucasian grandfathers were having sex with the slaves. These are sins. A lot of your grandmamas was arguing with Billy Bob, and then soon as Billy Bob say, Dolores, I got to make my way to West Virginia. You know that's the first slave state, and I got to go pick up about 5 slaves. I need 5 strong men, because these crops, Derek and them, that he done passed away. I hung the other slave for talking back. I had to make an example out of him, so I need 5 strong slaves, and I'm gonna be gone, Dolores, for about 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. She said, okay there, Billy Bob, go ahead and get what we need. I appreciate, here goes some cornbread, Billy Bob. Here go an extra pint of liquor, an extra pint of good old whiskey. I got it in your pouch. Oh, love you, Billy. Love you, Billy. And soon as Billy leave, she eyeballing the chef that cooked the food in the big house, because he live in the basement. And she tell the chef, his name Django. She say, Django, when you get done cooking that food, Django, you bring my plate to my room. I don't want to walk. My feet hurt. And then when Django go to that room with that plate of cornbread and greens and ham hocks and pig feet for old Dolores, she butt-ass naked. She said, Django, put that food down. I got some food for you. Django say, bitch, I ain't hungry. She say, bitch, you gonna eat. You gonna eat tonight. And she had her way with Django. And I say all that to say this. I say all that to say this. The sins the sins of the parents will fall on the child. That's in the good book. And that's what's happening right now with a lot of Caucasian people. They don't understand what's going on. But the sins of your grandfather, the sins of your grandmother are being reaped now for you guys. You got to know that it's only you're getting closer and closer to the edge every time something like this happens, where it's just going to be a point where it's going to be all out warfare. And we have kamikazes. We have plenty of kamikazes. You feel me? And that's Buffalo, New York. I just really just wanted to go in depth on what I thought about Buffalo, New York, and the situation. There's no way, you got Griselda, you got Benny the Butcher, you got Westside Gunner, you got Conway the Drag Queen, and you got Benny the Clown, because that's what I gotta call these dudes, sending their goons to fight Freddie Gibbs and his girlfriend, right? But nobody was there to protect these elderly people in the middle of the hood. And even if you're not going to be there to protect, right? Is that the Benny the Butcher Griselda thing? Or if not, let me know. Let me know what happened in it. I'll read your comment. But, nobody could know that was going to happen, right? So that was a massacre, and nobody knew it was going to happen, and it happened. And as soon as it happens, and as soon after it's done, by that night or the next morning, I'm expecting a Benny the Butcher, a Westside Gunner, a Conway the Machine to be on YouTube, on social media. Like, we ain't having that. We standing on business. They called it slipping. They called it slipping, and we ain't having that. And we gonna march to their house, or we gonna stand on that. We gonna figure out what's going on. Nobody said anything. Nobody said nothing. So you got gangster rappers in Buffalo. You got the Griselda gang and the Griselda group in Buffalo. And an 18-year-old Caucasian just drives into the middle of the hood of Buffalo, smokes 10 people, injures 3 others, and nobody says nothing. There hasn't been a grape busted. There hasn't been any bloodshed. There hasn't been any retaliation. There hasn't been anything. And this is what gets me. People always try to use it like, if they was retaliating, they wouldn't make it public. They would. No, you make it public. He didn't smoke them people in privacy. He smoked them in public. So that's where, again, the kamikaze. Who are the shooters? Who are the hitters? In NYC, Brooklyn, Buffalo, whatever. Who is the big homies that can identify the shooters? You feel me? Like, I'm really going to do some diligence, do my due diligence, and I'm gonna do some research, because maybe it's me. Maybe it's up to me to gather the shooters, to start training the shooters, man. That'll be a dream, to train shooters. So, I lost a lot of respect for Griselda. I lost a lot of respect for Benny the Butcher. I had already lost a lot of respect for Conway the Drag Queen. That's what I call him, because I literally seen Conway in a skirt. I don't care if he said it was a kilt. It don't matter. It was a towel. The shit was wrapped up around his waist very delicately. And it was wrapped around his waist very zesty-like. And, I mean, that shit was weird to me. You know what I'm saying? For someone with the lyrical content of a Conway to put on anything that looked like a dress, to me, was just out of pocket. And I never really bounced back from that. And I was really rocking with Conway. Like, I got on to Benny, and then I heard something with Conway on it, and I was like, damn, and then the shit was fire, and I was like, damn. But I seen how fast he jumped. He walked through one of them doors. He wore a skirt, and he was instantly, after he wore that kilt or skirt or whatever that thing was, dress, he was at Diddy party that night, you know what I'm saying, the night after. And Diddy ass was literally in his boxes, dog. Like I seen this nigga Diddy. I know it was his house. Diddy was in his boxes, dog. He had some thin ass boxes, dog. Like ain't no man, like you know them jail boxes, bro. You don't just come to the door with no boxes on, with your dick out. And Diddy was literally jumping from the pool to the hot tub, doing being extra like he is in some boxes. And them niggas was in the hot tub with Diddy in his boxes. All them niggas. It was like you can find the videos like 20 of these dudes, B. They was all in the hot tub, B. You know they feet was touching at the bottom. They feet, they was playing footsie. It was a lot of them dudes in this tub. And they was playing footsie, my G. Like you can't tell me they wasn't you can't tell me they wasn't like rubbing pinky toes together. You feel me? I thought that with something like that catastrophic happening in Buffalo, you know, I just knew like Benny's seemed like a real one. West Side Gunner, they all seem like real ones. But I seen something where Benny was saying he's not a role model, but I get all that. But you ain't gotta be a role model, B, to be to be vigilant, to be vocal, to be um war ready. You know, and you know, I travel, I be around, I be moving around, but this is 757 for me. You already know. I said it in the letter. You already know. If you ask, it's Norfolk, Virginia for me. That's what and I'm thinking about like figuring out a way just to do it, to do it in my city first. I want to do it in my city first, and I want to show it successful, and then we could do it other cities. But it's time to start training these youngsters. It's time to get military minded. You know, so yeah, man, it was embarrassing to see a bunch of dudes run down on Freddie Gibbs, another black man. I don't care what he said in rap, man. I don't care what he said. I don't care what he did. If he ain't smoked nothing, if he ain't made no bloodshed, it ain't worth it because you got the enemy. You got the enemy drawing blood every time. And I'm talking about real licks, real hits. That church hit, that shit blew. Sandra Bland, I was like, damn. Then it like the church situation like blew me, bro. Like I could not get that shit off my mind for a long time, bro. Because those shits was like all elderly people. You can't imagine being that old and getting smoked. That shit crazy. That and then, you know, I got so many angles, man. We might could talk about push, um, but I'm gonna keep it on topic. Um, you know, YouTube. Even when I'm on here on my lives on my videos, I'm sure you notice I'm very articulate about how I talk. I articulate myself very well when it comes to like using words and being able to deliver, without cursing, without derogatory language, without anything obscene. Um, I pride myself on being well versed at that, right? And that's because I mean I've been like that before YouTube, but when it comes to YouTube, you know, YouTube will penalize you for using certain words. YouTube will penalize you for showing certain content, um, because it says it goes against the community guidelines, and they want to protect. You understand? They want to protect the consumers that consume YouTube, that consume the content. You feel me? But I got word, maybe yesterday or early, whenever, right? That there is video. Is video, yeah, the algorithm. I got word that it's video of the elderly lady that was like the 86-year-old lady getting smoked on YouTube. And I heard like mad people seen it because they was hitting me in my DMs, and then I had personal people hitting my phone like, "Yo, you seen that video?" And I was like, "Nah," because I haven't seen it. I didn't look for any video. I hadn't seen anything. Say, "Hey, here's the video of the young boy shooting up the parking lot or whatever." And I was gonna look for it, right? And a few people sent it to me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to like pollute my mind with those images. But my point is saying all that is to say, you know, YouTube will let that be played. YouTube will let people see that for however long until they take it down or until whatever, right? But they'll let you see that. But if I say something about politics, boy, it gets spooky. If I start breaking down, even like this video, the video, the video I did the other day, yeah, the video I posted today, you know, people was going crazy in my DM. Like I said something crazy, but YouTube shows you when it's us being handled a certain way, being done dirty, getting smoked. Yeah, I don't even want to see it. Because just the thought, right, of a 86-year-old woman taking her last breaths due to an 18-year-old Caucasian. It's sickening enough for me. It's just one of those things, man. Cause I don't have my grandma passed away. God rest her soul. We miss you. We definitely miss you down here, grandma. But I couldn't imagine, and I think that's what triggered me to react and respond the way I did, because I know what I would have did if that Caucasian boy would have did that to my grandma. Cause my grandma passed away off of like medical issues. She had got sick, son, and then she passed away, right? But if my grandma was about like 80 or 79 or something like that. So if my grandma was 86 years old and I got a phone call, I'm driving some heavy equipment, I'm making a video, I'm checking my monitors, whatever I'm doing, right? And I get a call telling me that happened. Man, you feel me? I don't even know. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna throw it all away. 9 times out of 10, knowing myself, I'm gonna get real heated, and then I'm gonna get strategic. And it wasn't nothing for me to Google the incident in Buffalo, and the young boy name came up. The 18-year-old Caucasian boy, his name is like Peyton Grandin or something like that. Now I'm gonna do the research and due diligence, and I know behind my grandmama, bro, I'm gonna smoke something. Behind my mama, behind my sister, behind anything with that B on it, and maybe I get good, you know what I'm saying, and get you smoked, get you knocked off, and not even have to pay for it on Earth, not have to pay for it, through humans. Yeah, he had body armor. He was ready to, but then he got there, just like with Nipsey, homie. You get to the situation, and then you figure out ain't nobody riding. You get there, you thinking, I need 2 guns. I need body armor. I'm going into the hood. I'm nervous, man. Like, I'm going over to the 60s, man, and I'm going over to the hood, man, and I'm gonna drive to Buffalo, man, and just feeling that way. My surfboard broke. You understand? My mom took my PlayStation and my Xbox, and she even cut off the man. Listen, man, she cut off the Wi-Fi, so I can't even play online, man. I can't even play online. I am 18 years old. I live with my mother. And you know what? I'm going to show out today. But you know what? You know what, though? I need body armor, because where I'm going to go, no man's been before, bro. No man's done this. I'm going to go into the hood in Buffalo, and I'm going to smoke some. Then you get all the way to the hood in Buffalo. You get to smoking some shit, thinking it's gonna be Call of Duty. You gonna have enemies and black guys hopping off of roofs and jumping behind a wall and shooting at you. And you get to shooting, and you realize, bitch, ain't nobody here to do nothing. Man, I broke my surfboard. My mom, god damn it, I'm pissed off. My Uncle Billy Bob, he told me go hit those people. But I didn't want to do it. My Uncle Billy Bob told me to hit those people, but god damn it, I'm tired of it. My mama cut off the Wi-Fi. I ain't played Call of Duty in 4 days. I'm gonna play me some Call of Duty. He get the licking off in the hood, and he realized real fast, ain't nobody got no gun. Ain't nobody gonna come help these people. These dudes don't want no smoke. So now it's like we gonna play ball. Now I'm gonna hit some people in the parking lot or go inside. I'm gonna smoke some people in here. I'm gonna tell one of my comrades who got pale skin like me, hey, don't worry about nothing. Your food's free. I'm gonna smoke some more people. Just give me 2 minutes. And I'm gonna hit some more people, because these dudes don't want beef. Same thing with Nip. Eric Holder was nervous. They say he had 2 guns on him. Nip had 2 different bullets in him. 2 different bullets in him. And they said, and he walked up and he was nervous. Hey, man. He just walked over there and started making conversation. Hey, man, you guys heard my music? Listen to me, man. I ain't crazy. Hey, guy. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Hey, listen here, cuz. Cuz. Cuz you know how niggas in Cali talk. Cuz. What up, Nip? What up, cuz? What up, cuz? Hey, cuz. What up, cowboy? What up, cuz? Hey, cuz. What up, cuz? Hey, let me ask you guys a question, cuz. You heard my mixtape? Nip and them niggas was looking like, what? You heard my mixtape? Nah, man. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz, we ain't heard the Nip mixtape, cuz. But listen here, dear, cuz. You a rat. Now, Eric Holder was scared to death. He said, are you a rat? He say, nah, I'm not no rat, cuz. Are you a rat? He say, nah, I ain't no rat. He say, listen, all right then, Nip. Hey, cuz, on cuz. And he dapped everybody up and he walked off. And this nigga was scared. He said to himself, I supposed to shot him, dog. Hey, cuz, I supposed to did it. I ain't do it. Man, this man told me if I don't do it, allegedly, right? He turns around and he get the firing off at Nip. And I mean, he ain't run up on him neither. He fired off from a distance because he's thinking somebody gonna run out the store and shoot at me. One of his homies probably gonna shoot at me. Somebody about to come out here and shoot at me. I need two guns. It's gonna be a war for what I'm about to do to Nip. And after he shot Nip the first time, he realized, bitch, ain't nobody. He ran off. But he ain't hear nobody shoot no shots. He ain't hear nobody come out the door. He ain't hear nobody open drop a hamburger. Bitch, he ain't hear nobody drop no fries. He didn't hear none of that. So he said, damn, these dudes ain't even gonna help me up. He's still on the ground. Let me go shoot him again. He run up on Nip. This time he run close to him. Bust him down some more. Run off. He say, damn, I still don't hear no gunshots. I still don't hear nobody. Ain't nobody drop the Coca-Cola, bitch. Ain't nobody said, Nip, help, Nip. Nobody ain't said nothing. I'm gonna go back over there, shoot him some more time. The third time I'm gonna shoot him a bunch of time. Then, bitch, I'm gonna kick his head because I'm tired of his ass pretty ass hair. I'm tired of this dude. Always rapping, always getting money. I'm gonna shoot him and kick his head. Cuz, hey, cuz. Then and nobody helped him. That's why you gotta understand, bro. You gotta understand. I'm like again, like I said, with the Buffalo thing, you know, Griselda. So how y'all gonna what y'all gonna rap about now? What Griselda gonna rap about? What you gonna rap about? How you used to sell heroin? What you gonna rap about? What you gonna rap about? How you bust a gun? How you a big dog in your city? You not. None of y'all boys is big dogs. Obviously, if this young boy then just ran in y'all city and smoked them people like that, and ain't nothing happened. Ain't nobody slid. Ain't nobody made a statement. Ain't nobody said, no, we not having that. This ain't our city because we don't own the streets. But you not going to touch our people. This what we about to do. And that's why I said, again, on my last video, it triggered some things about with some people that hit me. But I was dead serious about what I said. I'm not as rich as Griselda. I don't got money like Benny the Butcher. None of these dudes. But I guarantee you this. My last name means something. My last name means something where I'm from. You touch me, you touch anything around mine, and man, it'll be no. You ain't even gonna do it. You ain't even gonna do your mama like that. You ain't gonna do your grandmama like that or your auntie, your grandma on dialysis. You know she can't get up and move. Big everybody gotta go. Everybody, nigga, ain't no talking about it. And I'm gonna be a man about it and give your peoples a decent enough time to get up out. But bitch, I'm not gonna hold the hounds off long enough. And if you do something to me, bitch, ain't nobody there to hold the hounds off. They coming. Until our whole society, our whole everybody within this box that we in think like that, they gonna keep smoking y'all. Somebody's supposed to be at that man mama house right now, circling that motherfucker, plotting, eyeballing the car, eyeballing and getting pictures of the license plates. Maybe we won't get you at your house, bitch. You get up to go to work tomorrow on a good Wednesday. Maybe we wait the next week when you go to work, you go to do your little secretary job. You thought you was going to print up some papers today, bitch, and caught you in the parking lot. Boom, boom, boom. With a smile. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. You touch my grandmama like that, bitch. Your mama gonna go up out of here. You gonna be in jail and suffer in jail. Cause you gonna get wind and word every time we hit your family, every time we hit them houses, every time we slide, every time we gonna rewind the block, slide, rewind that. You gonna be in jail like I can't do nothing. They killing they my mama. They hit my daddy. I heard my niece and my nephew got hit. Man, it's going down. Yeah, yeah. This is grown man business TV. This is the thoughts of the old law. I come up under the old law. I come up in a time where when Caucasian people saw us, they grabbed their purse. When Caucasian people saw us, they got out the elevator. They didn't want to get closed in. The last thing they was doing was running down on any of our people in our village, smoking nothing. The Watts riots, right? The Rodney King situation, the cops they got let free. And it was an incident where, like, down on Crenshaw and Slauson, they had blocked off these whole streets and they was beating Caucasian people. It's video of this. I mean, pulled one of the guys out of the truck, bust him in his head. I mean, it was crazy. It was a time where they feared. They feared us. But we done got, as a whole, we done got so soft. We done got so comfortable. We done become so docile as a unit. When they see us, if you ain't real masculine, they already think you with the ABC 123 LBGT community. Oh yeah, if you gotta show your masculinity these days, because if you just walking regular and you just be like, and they see you from afar, they automatically go. If you got any kind of broke wrist, anything, they think they think everybody that look like me is, yeah, yeah. It gotta be turned around, bro. It got to be corrected. The shooters, oh, they come in handy. Why you think dudes that get the money, why you think dudes that got the plug always got some shooters around them? Yeah, why you think that? Because the shooters, they special. They the people that are desensitized to a lot of the things that we are sensitive to. They don't mind smoking you. They don't mind bloodshed. They don't mind it. Actually, they get something out of it. You don't. We ain't. They ain't supposed to be in jail. We supposed to embrace them. They are just as important as the judge. They are just as important to our community as the basketball player, as the rapper, as the teacher, as the lawyer, as the police, because the shooters are the last line of defense. All the Black Panthers was a bunch of shooters, a bunch of ex-convict niggas that been in jail, done did this, did that, shooters. That's why when they all got together, it was powerful, because they all had the mentality that we gonna smoke something. Period. You touch one of ours, we smoking one, two, maybe three. This type of man is being exiled. He's being wiped out. I'm one of those guys. But see, as long as I can spread this to the youth, as long as I can give the game to the youngsters, it's gonna live forever. Because the way I talk is the way my uncles used to talk. So their ideology will live as long as I do, and I'm gonna pass it down. I got a youngster and everything. He gonna be powerful because he's gonna come equipped with everything you're supposed to come equipped with: generational wealth, paper, property, power. His last name, he's gonna understand young that his last name is power. It's powerful. And I don't care, you stand on your last name, that's it. Everything else falls under that. Your last name, you go all the way for that. Be strategic. Don't ever let them take your king. But you be willing to give up something and do something behind that. Period. I told y'all, chess is the chessboard. The chessboard is the chess game of life. So you don't want to lose your king, but maybe you give up a rook. Maybe you give up a knight. Shit, if it's real for real, you might have to give up the queen. You might have to give up the queen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We rare. Definitely rare, but we still around. That's why I always say it's still a lane for the real. And, salute to Charleston White, because he one of those. Charleston White, if you like it or not, if you believe it or not, is one of those ones. He's really, I always been like this. But he's like, I admire some of the things he do with the YouTube thing, because he's willing to take it to the furthest extreme. He's willing to say all the wildest things that we all feel, and I agree with. I would never R-word anything like that, but he never did that. But what he says is just the fact of saying it triggers people. Just the fact, yeah, I'm all in. So he one of them ones, and we are definitely a rare breed. But we still here. The shooters, we need to start embracing the shooters. Lil Tim, get at me. Tell Lil Tim, holla at me. Yeah, he wasn't wrong for what he did to King Von. And if I'm riding with one of my homies, that's what he gonna do. You better know that. It probably won't happen when he took that long. He would have hopped out on bitch. You wouldn't even got a punch off. You smoked. You out of here. Period. Yeah. And the ones that think like him need to be netted in. We need to net them before the jails get them, because what they do is they put the guns in the hood to identify who the leaders are. They put the guns in the hood to identify who the shooters are. They put the guns in the hood to identify the ones that's strong. And then they throw them away for 100 years and leave all the weak LBG 123 ABC gang out here. That's what they do. They separate. We got to separate them first. Who the shooters? Where the shooters at? Where the hitters at? Where the drillers? Where's the drillers? You want to drill? We're going to show you where the drill at. You ain't drilling nothing over here, my G. We going to show you where the gold at so you could drill for gold. Legacy, you could be etched in stone if you drill the right drill. Y'all ain't drilling the right drill. Y'all need somebody. They got to drill the right. That thing at that supermarket for the other team was the right drill. He did the right drill. And it went perfect. You just gotta see how the police officer had his hand on his back, comforting him. He was comforting the young man. That was a body. That's body language that insists on comforting. That's body language. When somebody goes through a heroic experience and you walk up behind them and you put your hand on their back, it's almost like saying it's gonna be okay, without saying it's gonna be okay. My hand and body language is telling you, relax. It's all right. We're not gonna let nothing happen to you. All right. That's like and a lot of people didn't even catch that, but I caught that. The police had his hand on his back. They embrace their shooters. And then deceive you into thinking that your shooters are vile to the community, or, you know, hey, we should lock everybody up. Hey, if you see a crime, report a crime. We'll come and lock them all up. Selling dope, we'll lock them up. They got guns, we'll lock them up. You thinking they trying to help you? They trying to disarm you. They not trying to help you. They trying to disarm you. Yeah, they got you thinking once they get rid of the shooters that the police gonna protect you, but obviously the police don't do nothing but react. The police get a phone call and they react to what's being told on the phone call. They don't. They're not proactive. Police aren't proactive. They don't do things to stop the act from happening. They just act when the act is happening. You think? Nah, they didn't take him to Burger King this time, because last time they got caught doing that. So what they probably did, 9 times out of 10, they took him directly to his cell and they just fed him good. We're gonna bring the Burger King to you. What kind of drink you want, youngster? You did a good job today, boy. 10 out of 13, bitch. You a marksman, my boy. Oh, you was playing Call of Duty, man. Get that man a prime steak. You want something to drink with it? Oh man, we got whatever you like. Coca-Cola. We got Sprite. Bitch, we can get you some. I can get you a split. I can get you a wine cooler if you're in here if you want. Boy. He did a good 13 out of 30. Hey, Bob. That boy hit 10 out of 13 there, Billy Bob. That boy, goddamn boy, a shooter. I told you a long, didn't I tell you? A long time ago, boy. I told you a long time ago that boy was a hitter, boy. He's not good at schooling. He's not good at math. Oh, but he loved them guns. Sent him out there to Mississippi to learn how to shoot, and came back. He's a marksman. 10 for 13, Bob. I'll get you out of here. Don't worry, we're gonna get you a lawyer and we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. That's how they treat theirs. So look, man, I'm not gonna stay too much longer. Again, man, I'd like to come in and spend a little time with y'all. Griselda, man, that was disgusting, my boy. I wouldn't care how it went down. I wouldn't care what the reason was. Like, I got people, explaining stuff and saying that Benny the Butcher and all this, but they look, Griselda's looking like Benny the Clown and and Conway the drag queen. You feel me? Uh, that's what they looking like to me. King Push. Let's talk about Push. What was it was a long text. It was a long message what you sent, but you said something about Push and other rappers. First and foremost, we could talk about Push. That's totally left. But let's talk about Push. You know, the album is, to me, is typical Pusha T. Um, Immaculate bars. One thing you notice is Hove always backtracks over Push. He's always kind of like sparring. That's a better word. Jay Z is always sparring with Push because Push is that good. Jay Z recognizes the greatness in Push. So the song he did with Hove, Neck and Wrist, was fire. But I mean, Hove just really went in on that one, just to be sure he didn't get smoked on the track. I like the zone Pushes in. How Push carry himself like a solid G. Hold on, let me see. How Push carry himself like a solid G. He don't care. Squad beat. Yeah, I think that's fire too. I think this is the zone he's in. So this is what I'm really digging about the lane Pusha took. Right. Let's talk about Push. So he gets in the beef with Drake. Right. Drake is like the golden boy. He's the golden child. Pusha literally gets a strike. He wins a game of 21 on one of the greatest ever. Right. And in due time, like you know, Drake was definitely hot about the situation, but anybody else would be trying to get in Drake's good graces. Anybody else would be trying to, you know, Chris Brown the situation. We gonna squash it. We gonna throw it out. We gonna do a song together. We gonna make a hit. We gonna make money. We gonna throw everything out, and we gonna forgive each other. But Push is from Virginia. He's not from Norfolk. He's from Vi Beach, but he's well intertwined with Norfolk dudes. So in Norfolk, where I'm from, like when it's real like that, it ain't no squashing it. We could just agree to disagree and coexist in the same realm if that's what we got to do. And what that means is, you know, Push and Drake are rappers, so they got to coexist in the rap game. And you know, but we ain't squashing it, and I really respect that. Uh, yeah, he from Tappahannock, Virginia. That's probably like an hour and 20 minutes outside of the seven cities. Um, and I like the lane he took. So he doesn't want to squash the beef, but he's taking on this persona as like the Joker. He's taking on this persona as like the crazy, lyrical. You know, the Joker don't want to do nothing but see death. The Joker don't want nothing but he want to make you smile. Then he want to make you die. He want to make you cry. He want to kill. The Joker is the Joker. And if you listen to this album, you'll hear in the ad libs Pusha T laughing like ah. It's like the Joker laugh. That was my best Joker laugh. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the Joker. It's like the Joker laugh like ah. It's like a weird laugh in the background, like a crazy laugh, like a crazy person. And he's taking on that rap Grand Reaper, like Pusha T. I'm gonna tell you this: the persona he's taking on, which I respect. He's not squashing beef. The Reaper don't squash. The Reaper don't. The Grand. You listen. The Reaper don't settle beef. When the Reaper come, you going out of here. When you see the Reaper, you know it's already done. You could try. Oh, can you just? It's already done. I'm only here to escort you. And Pusha is the Grand Reaper of rap. Salute to Pusha T. He is the Grand Reaper. He's the Grand Reaper of rap. He's the one that everybody in the rap game know not to throw a shot at, not to play with. He smoked one of the legends in broad daylight. I mean, he smoked one of the legends. So I mean, it was worse than Nip. It was worse than Nipsey. Broad daylight. It was broad daylight with with the people all around, and the people was leaving like we don't want no beef with this nigga. Matter of fact, he killed them. All right, we just gonna let this one dry. Is he gonna be able to come back? He gonna be able to come back in about 6 months. Okay, we'll recoup in 6 months. Pusha is a legend. Pusha is the Pusha's. Hey, let me tell you something. Pusha is on a higher level than Drake in reality. Now, in the metaverse and this fake music industry that we look at, the majority is going to say that Drake is bigger than Push because of his numbers. But in the real world, in the real hip hop realm, rap is about writing your own lyrics. Rap is about vicious bars. Rap is a competition. Rap always been competitive. So like these Drake rappers, these branches, these different branches off the hip hop tree that become they get a little more, a little less exposure from the sun, and they grow off this way. They get big, but they grow off that way, and they're shaded. These guys don't want competition. They want to all be buddy buddy. But the hip hop that I came under, the hip hop, the old law, right? Nigga, beef was beef. It took Jay Z and Nas to get like elders. They was like they was old, but when they swashed they beef, these niggas was not young. You feel me? That's the only way I could see two men being like, okay, shit, we 40 years old. Let's just bury the hatchet. Now maybe we could be friends, maybe we can't. But Pusha is a legend. Pusha in reality has way more integrity. Like he done held on to way more integrity. I mean, he make damn near every line, every bar count. He got his own lane. It's always a lane for the real, because if you find your own lane, then it's nobody else in it, and it's nobody that has put album covers like Pusha T. Is nobody that has a delivery like Push. With Push raps, bro, you listening to see, because it's like you don't know what he's ever. Not one time. Not one time. Solid. Great representative. 757 is. Oh man, the 757. This is Norfolk, VA. Listen, my second page, right? I think I'm gonna change it back to shark food. 757 shark food. I just got a bunch of sweaters. This is where I'm gonna talk about hip hop. This is where I'm going to talk about rappers from VA and other areas and all that. And this is where I'm going to do that kind of thing. And it's probably going to be like interviews. But I probably end up doing interviews and all that. That's what I'm going to do. You know, this page right here, Growing Business, you know, they would consider this channel more like a conspiracy. I just be freestyling it a lot. But it's not, the majority of the things when I was young, they told us was conspiracy. When I got grown, now I know it's true. So, you know, when they try to label you a conspiracy channel, if you can hear it and see through the smoke and mirrors, you know if it's the truth or not. Hey, cut, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But my next channel, because I like talking about shit like that, and I've been meaning to speak on Push's album, even like that Bramilton Road, Bramilton Ave, or whatever, Bramilton Boulevard, or whatever that shit is, the first song on the album, fire. You don't know, you don't know how many plays I ran up and down Bramilton Avenue, how many plucks I hit on Bramilton Avenue, how much money I made running up and down Bramilton Avenue. Hey, Lil E, talking about short E with the weight, like I'm him. I'm him. And the big I get with this YouTube thing, we're gonna start doing appearances, we're gonna start doing shows. Yo, crazy. That's a street that connects between like Norfolk and Vibe Beach and all that. Long street. Busy. You feel me? So I've been meaning to kind of get and talk about Push and give him his flowers, but I want to do it on my other channel. And everybody that's in here, just make sure y'all go. You know, I'm gonna figure out how to do this. Super channel. Can I write it here? Hold on. I'm gonna write it in here, right? Because I'm already on. I'm on YouTube. But it's called 757 Shark Food, and the 757 kind of look real similar to the chain. So that's kind of why. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all. Cause I got my joint right here. Hold on. I'm a hold on. All right, so in the chat, y'all see I just put that in there. 757 Shark Food. That's gonna be the name of the second channel. You know what I'm saying? I gotta change it. When I get off this live, I'm gonna go change it. And I'm gonna hold on, let me take this off because I can't. I'm like looking at myself. Hold on. Yeah. But hold on. I'm gonna change the name because right now it's Grown Man Business 2.0. That's the name of the channel. You know what I'm saying? So go to Grown Man Business 2.0. Hold on. Hold on, guys. So that's the name of the that's what the name of the channel is going to be, 757 Sharp Food. But I just remember that I changed it. I changed it. All right, so yeah, y'all see that? Y'all see that in there, right? Grown Man Business TV 2.0. Go sub to that channel. There's no videos on that channel. There's no videos on that channel yet. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's where I'm gonna do a whole nother channel, and I'm gonna do a whole nother uh array of content. But it's gonna be hip hop based, 757. You know what I'm saying? Virginia bass, and that's where I'm gonna take off at. But the Grown Man Business, that's a household name right there. It's a house. That's a household name right there. So hold on, cause like I can hear myself. Um, you feel me? That's a house. That's a household name. So, Grown Man Business is the launch pad. Yeah. Look, Grown Man Business is the launch pad. I got the merch. I got the shirts. Lock in if you want a shirt. Lock in if you want a hat. But 757 Sharp Food is another brand. It's another channel. And I was kind of debating because I was like, damn, do I want to call it that, 757 Sharp Food, or do I want to call it, um, or do I want to call it Grown Man Business 2.0, just because the whole Grown Man Business thing, like I said, Grown Man Business TV shit is becoming a household name. Salute. Salute the real one TV. Salute my G. So I was like, let me just roll with the Grown Man Business and just use that name and just kind of filter it like that. Uh, but I'm gonna go with 757 Sharp Food, and I got an ill ass logo for it too. And I got sweaters. I got sweaters already made up with the logo on. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. It got a sharp. Yo, it's crazy. I'm gonna show y'all the logo. Hold on. Matter of fact, ride with me. Ride with me real quick. Y'all done came in the crib before, so y'all already know. I could take y'all in the crib. I trust y'all ain't gonna steal nothing. Y'all ain't gonna steal nothing, right? Bring y'all in the house real quick. What it do? Tide water for sure. Hell yeah, that's my lane. I got Tide water and Little Creek tatted on my leg. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all these joints. Yeah, my G. Let me show you something. I got the light in here too. But that's Tide water and Little Creek. That's Tide water and Little Creek on my leg right there. Tide water, Little Creek. Feel me? Right there by the Southern Shopping Center. Y'all know, you already know. This is that Norfolk swag, and I'm the hottest right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like one of the hottest things coming out the city right now. Um, I don't be really, I kind of be oblivious to some things sometimes. But I wasn't really recognizing just how many people recognize the Grown Man Business shit, right? So when I still got some hats. I got some white and green. I got a few white and green hat left. I got a few red hats. And I got a couple black hats. All the blue hats are gone. Um, oh yeah, for sure. That's why it's Grown Man Business, and it's Grown Man Business TV. Don't forget the TV. But so, my homie salute the Made in Norfolk apparel. If you ever in Norfolk, Virginia, if you ever in Hampton or whatever, make your way to Norfolk. Slide up on Made in Norfolk apparel, major, high fashion, fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Just real high fashion. Salute to my boy Amir. Uh, right. So he did all my clothes and all that. Boom. And when I was picking the box up, he was like, "Yo, my man that was here was like." When I went to go get the box, the dude was like, "Yo, this for the dude, Grown Man Business." Salute, knew who he was and shit. And then he was saying some other dude came up in the store asking the same thing, like, "Oh, that's for Grown Man Business." Salute. Because Amir didn't know, homie didn't know that, I be doing the YouTube. I don't promote it on my Instagram pages, my Facebook pages. I just do it organically from YouTube. Uh, uh, right? So he was like, man, I didn't even know you did that. Like, what the fuck? Woo. He was going back and forth. But that's my dog. But this is the channel, right? You see that? This is the channel. You see that? I just want you to see that. 757. 757 shark food. 757 shark food. I'm gonna try to now when I let me say this. When I uh when I get off of this, nah, I'm gonna go back. When I uh when I get off of this, I'm gonna go change the I'm gonna go change this off there. So right now, if you want to go to that channel, it's Grown Man Business TV 2.0. Grown Man Business TV 2.0. Go to that channel and just subscribe. Just subscribe. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, Everybody go subscribe to that channel. It has no videos on it. But just know the first video I'm probably gonna do is gonna be the Pusha T video. I'm gonna talk about the Push album. I'm gonna go more in depth about it. But I gave y'all a little bit, like the Brambleton Ave and all that. Kind of gave y'all a little bit. But it'll be the very video, and this is gonna be the logo. Fire, fire. Tell me that ain't fire. If that's fire, let me see a fire emoji. Throw a fire emoji in the chat, my nigga. Look at that. These are the joints. I could get these like put on hats. He had a bunch of these joints left over after he did the fire. Yo, it's fire. This is 757, nigga. Because again, like I said, yeah, like I said, put the fire emojis in there if you think these joints is crazy. Crazy. Look at that shit. It's a shark. Look at the little fish in there. Shit is bananas. Um, so right now that channel again is Grown Man Business TV 2.0. Go follow that channel. Um, that's what but I'm gonna change it back to 757 Shark Food. And we're gonna talk 757. We're gonna talk everything Virginia. We're gonna talk outside of Virginia. We're gonna talk about hip hop. It's not gonna be higher ups and elites. It's gonna be more interviews, and I'm gonna take it from there. But Grown Man Business is growing. We approaching 12,000 subscribers. Salute to everybody locked in. Feel me? Salute to everybody rocking in. I don't know, man. I don't dig that far into him because his content is not it don't have he don't as a individual don't seem like he got it ain't substance. They don't got enough substance base for me. So I listen to what he say, but yeah, he probably could be one of those things. What you saying? I don't know him. I never met him. I don't know what he is or what he ain't. You know what I'm saying? What I do know is some of the things that he say and the passion that's behind it and the urgency is definitely something that's needed. So one thing I kind of heard somebody say, I think it might have been Hassan or somebody, um, was like, yo, don't keep the messenger, keep the message. It don't matter who bringing you the message. You know what I'm saying? You might not like the person who bringing the message, but the message is you need to get the message. So it ain't really about if he. I don't know what he do in his spare time. I don't know. I don't. I watch these niggas a little bit, but I be doing my own thing. You hear the birds chirping, and I be doing my own shit. Um, I'm growing my own thing. So if he's soft or if he has said in somebody's face, I don't know. Maybe he might get ran down on something. He'd be like, yo, man, it wasn't really like that. Just YouTube. Because this is YouTube, my G. So even in the delivery, any of this shit, you got to look at it as YouTube, just like you look at TV, right? And even in any TV, even a cartoon, it'll be a message in there. So when it comes to YouTube for me, when I'm watching it outside of like just random like scrolling, it's more about the message, what I listen to shit. Hassan be wilding. Hassan Campbell be wilding. Whatever he had with Bambaataa is what he had. But the message, I don't know I don't know if Haas is a cool dude, not a cool dude. I don't know if he a sucker or a real one. It don't really matter to me, but he somebody speaking through him, if it's the ancestors, whoever it is, to bring a message. So, you know, me personally, I ain't gonna do that. Um, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? One thing I will say about Charles White, he be having mad guns and he's not monetized. This nigga don't be he don't have no money. This nigga got almost 100,000 subscribers and he's not monetized. So this nigga be saying whatever he want on his channel. He'll turn around and show guns on his channel and everything, slammers. Oh, and he got some pretty slammers. He got some pretty hammers. Yeah, man. You know, Hassan remind me, yeah, he got some pretty guns, man. Charleston White. So I don't know if he's a sucker or not, but ask me, do he be having straps on him? A matter of fact, even better, ask me, do I think Charleston White has smoked something? Ask me that. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you, do I know if he's soft or not? I don't know. Do I know if he's cool, if he's solid, if he gonna rat? I don't really know. What I do know is he be having a lot of guns on him, and I do believe he will smoke something if you play with him. Period. So that's really all. That's really all that need to be respected right there. As far as Hassan, yeah, you know, I think like people took the things I was saying like the wrong way about Haas. You know what I'm saying? I was having a conversation with somebody recently, and they was asking me about that. I was just telling them like I watch Haas. I've been watching Haas. You know, I seen when Haas came up. Um, the things what I said about him walking through the doors and he yeah, walking through the doors and the shit with Bambaataa, I'm sure is like a sensitive subject, but I spoke on it because this grown man business TV. Um, so I know like that could have probably been taken out of context. You know what I'm saying? The shit I said, but I really believe that like after a certain age, bro. But that's none of my business. Why I stopped talking about that is like I only spoke on it because he put it. It's in the atmosphere. It's in the algorithm. On it for a long time. But as far as Haas being a real one, yeah, Haas remind me of those New York dudes that used to come to Virginia when I was young. When I was 10, 11, 12. Like, this is back in the day. Now listen, this is back in the day when nobody had tattoos for real. This is back in the day when, you know, the only dudes that had tattooed teardrops was real killers. And like, when I was like 10, 12, between 10 and 15, bro, like, New York niggas was like a mystique. It was a thing about them. They was hitters. They was hustlers. They had all the new Jordans because they used to go to Canal Street and get the wild different colorways that we never seen before. We used to be like, damn, where you get them J's from? But kind of find out it was just they were going to Canal Street. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Haas remind me of those old time New York dudes that was serious, bro. Tim Boots, North Face jackets, Bubba Goose came from New York City. And the New Yorkers was coming to Virginia to hustle. These things I'm gonna talk about on my other channel, 757 Sharp Fool. Um, the New Yorkers used to come to Virginia to get money. Jay did it, Biggie did it. I mean, Mad Teddy Ollie, he's not from Virginia, but he moved to Virginia. You feel me? That 757 Shark Food. Now, mind you, again, like I said, listen. Now the channel is called Grown Man Business TV 2.0. You can go subscribe to the channel. But tonight I'm switching it to this. I'm switching it back. 757 Shark Food, where we have these kind of dialogues, amongst others, right? But yeah, Haas reminds me of those type of new dudes that used to come to VA, Bree. They used to come hustle. They used to come get down, and you know, their cousin might have been going to Hampton University or Norfolk State, and they was getting money. Everybody was eating. So all that shit Haas be talking like I don't really get that. Yeah, yeah. That's why the message is real. It don't matter who's giving the message, bro. It's a message like Haas be having a real message. We all kind of saying the same things, just in different ways. We all standing on certain morals and integrity that that's rare. That's hard to find. Now, when I was coming up, it wasn't hard to find like hard men, strong men, like masculine men. Like they even if they was wrong in ways, like maybe they was too masculine or maybe they was overly aggressive, right? But that's better than you know the men being like Lil Nas X or something. Like that what y'all got. Y'all got Lil Nas X. Y'all got you feel me? Y'all got Saucy Santana, you know what I mean? And no respectfully, you feel me? That's what y'all youngest guys, just is different day and age. So when you rubbing steel against steel, B, you get hard. When you rubbing steel against steel, B, you get sharp. When you rubbing steel against clay, you just cutting the clay. You ain't doing nothing but making a mess. So that's but yeah, Haas is a real one. Haas is solid, B. Even the joint, even the move he did with Whack 100, I had to respect it. You could say, oh, he recorded him. Yeah, when you dealing with a snake, B, you might have to stab him in the back first. You might, he stole out your purse. He stole out your bag. He stole out your safe. You already know. You already seen it on the camera. He lying. He acting like nobody don't know because he don't know you know. He turn around, you stab him in the back. Was you wrong? Nah. So that's why But I think like, I was having a conversation with my dog, and I was like, maybe people could get confused uh, by the message, because sometimes I be talking about like the Bambaataa shit, and then sometimes I be like saying Haas is a real one. But I fuck with Haas, you know what I'm saying? Salute, and yeah, Haas definitely, he took that shit to another level. 400,000 plus subscribers. That's a salute, my G. That's a big fucking deal, my nigga. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You know, I'm approaching 12,000 subscribers, and my little YouTube checks be coming in and shit on the like what's the 21st. And I ain't gonna lie, they be like little decent checks. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that I just be surprised that you could get that kind of, like, you can get money off you. I still be surprised at getting money in my account off YouTube views and shit. Cause I never this like I'm new to this shit. I'm kind of new to like still new to like man that shit. So I can only imagine what Haas get a month. Yo, I ain't counting his pockets, so I ain't gonna say no numbers. But yo, I'm approaching 12,000. We 12,000. We almost 12,000 deep. And the little checks be little baby checks. You know what I'm saying? But them joints be like, it be a baby check. You know what I mean? You get something for like 480, 500, 600. But that's for a month worth of work. But you really like the videos. So 400 and some odd thousand. So yeah, Haas took Haas. But see, this why I ain't gonna stay on that long. But that's why I was saying too, like, if you got to be willing to do, in this area of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be doing all kind of, you could be opening gifts and shit. You could be talking about marriage advice. You be doing anything, right? But in this area where Haas is at, where I'm at, 10 total, it's a few others that's in this in this box, what we do, and the message that we push and how we push it. Um, Haas is on another level, B. Haas is on another level. I'm gonna say this, right? Even something I was thinking about earlier. Now I'm just rambling because I gotta pop a pill. I'm just sitting here. I'm blowing them in the garage. Y'all see how I get? You already know. Y'all already know where I'm at. Hey, listen, they about to start putting that pool in the backyard. Wait till I start. Yo, the pool got the black and white marble shit everywhere, and all on the jacuzzi. I'm gonna start shooting my videos in there for the most part once they get put in. But we in the garage. But I was thinking about something earlier. Um, OG Percy. You know what I'm saying? That's another YouTube dude that I kind of. This is the thing, man. The game and the gospel gonna come from the oddest places, bro. That's why I know we taking off. That's how I know we growing, because people hearing certain things that I'm saying, they like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Even like females that might initially be like, damn, he a cutie, or you know what I'm saying, he look like this or he look like that. They'll hear what I'm talking about, and then the words captivate them, and then they just be like, yo, he a real one. Fuck if he cute or not. That nigga real. And that's how the women get pulled in, right? So we growing organically. But like I was looking at so like I said, come from the weirdest places, and like certain shit with like OG Percy, I be right. Like the little Sunday service thing he do, I always kind of try to tune in for that. Cause you can get the gospel from anywhere, right? And one thing I just noticed about Percy page is like, man, he gotta get that shit monetized or something, bro. He got 20,000 subscribers. Kind of check he'll get every month at 20K subs. That shit crazy, God. That nigga, he wouldn't dare be poor. He wouldn't be poor pocket Percy no more. I guarantee you that. He definitely wouldn't be that no more. That nigga would definitely, the last thing he'll be is poor pocket Percy. If he get that channel monetized with 20,000 subscribers on it. You feel me? Again, I'm seeing little baby checks right now from the YouTube. I just think that shit is out. I never really, I don't know. I was a consumer. I guess I never thought that shit was possible. But we here, baby. Salute to everybody that's in the room. I'm just kind of just, we well past 2 hours. I'm just kind of just rocking with y'all now. Grown Man Business TV 2.0. Make sure y'all go sub to that, man. I should see about 30 subs on that thing. I'm gonna change it. It's gonna be 757 Shark Food. Y'all see the logo. You see the logo. Fire. That shit fire. Hold on. Reach out and help the brother. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, right? The YouTube thing for me was just like it was like a step-by-step process. So I can't really, I don't really know how to, I can't help him. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not well versed on it, but a lot of YouTube tutorials. Hold on. YouTube tutorials helped me a lot because I remember just doing. I heard a lot of good. I heard a lot of good things about. Damn, I don't even know if I say it reconnecting. So we'll see. Hold on. What's going on? Yeah, man. You already know how they do. They saying I've been up here long enough. Hold on. They saying I've been up here long enough. You know the internet start going in and out. Once we get down to like 5 to 10 people in the chat, I'm gonna tap out. But what I was saying was, I remember just trying to get 1,000 subscribers because I knew that's how you get monetized. That's what they were saying. You couldn't go live until you had 1,500 subs or something like that, 1,000 subs, and then you will be able to go live. And then when I got like to, I think it was about like 1,500 subs, uh, then it would start giving me the option. And you had to like have a bank account. Then you had to like be set it up to your bank account where they was going to deposit the money, and it was like all these different things, and then you had to get like this thing in the mail from the Google apps, some Google shit, and they send it to you with some numbers on it. You got to have the code, and you put the code in that unlock some shit. So it was like a whole process. Yeah, it was like a whole process. Uh, that and then I finally got that shit monetized. I finally like it took like a few months type, uh, and I got it monetized. I got it right. Um, and then it took like another month or so, and then I got like a check for like maybe like a half a month of views. I think that shit was like, I remember the first check was like $130. Man, like 120. I'm probably reaching like $122. And I still, bro, like still, even like $122 blew my mind. I was like, damn, I made this shit off of like YouTube. I made this shit off of people watching the videos. So that shit was like, it kind of like was sinking in. I'm like, damn. And then soon after that, I had to move. My son was born. I'm moving from Jersey to where I was at, where I'm at now. And then my son, I had my son. So I kind of fell back. Then I had still received like next month was like another check with like 170 or something. Another check was like 200. So like for the couple months, I just wasn't even posting no videos for real. I was like really slacking. I was still getting checks. So then when I settled in the big house and everything was smooth, I was like, damn, if I turn up, let's just see how much I can get off this YouTube shit if I turn up. So that's why y'all seen out of nowhere, I just started posting like mad videos. Just every day I just post some shit. I don't give a fuck. I talk about whatever I see that's going on. I just talk about that shit. That interests me, I talk about it. And it turned up. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube checks just get bigger. So now what I'm just trying to realize, I'm trying to, I'm trying, it's like a job, it's like a game. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I I still write, but I ain't made no music in probably like a year and some change. I think I had did like a lemon pepper remix last year, and I did this other song. I did this other song called Redirect the Energy. Um, I think I used like a Griselda beat, and I used like the Drake beat. The choice was cool and shit, but yeah, I don't really be rapping. I still be writing though, so I ain't never fully out. I still got a foot in. Wow, what's up? What you got? Some beats or something? What you got? This is VA, baby. This is Virginia. That's why I gotta do my other channel, man, because I know niggas be like, probably like, where this nigga from? I be talking about everything. Yeah, let's work, man. My Instagram, dog. Grown underscore man underscore biz. I think it's some clips of my music up there too, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, but yeah, grown underscore man underscore biz. BIZZ. You know what I'm saying? Go on, hit my DM, bro. We can chop it up, shoot me a beat or something, man. We can work. I can do some hot shit too. Yo, I still got it, man. I'm nice. These young niggas, so I just, I be looking at the game like this shit is over. I be looking at the game like it's over. Oh, word. Yeah. Hit my DM, man. Hit my DM on Instagram. Grown underscore man underscore biz. BIZZ. And we could chop game from there. You know what I'm saying? We could do you could shoot something to me. I'm gonna be in VA next month as well. I gotta pick up some family and bring them back down here to the Sunshine State where the palm trees and shit is at. So I'll be up there next month. Let's work. Let's do something. Let's chop it. We'll chop game. We'll see. Oh, word, Cali. Yeah, I love Cali, man. Word, yeah. Let's chop something up. We can make it happen. It's Virginia, baby. That's why I want to get my other. But like I said, Grown Man Business TV. This shit is becoming like a household name. So I gotta push the brand on the Grown Man Business because that's where I'm getting it. But 757 Shark Food. Don't turn Shark Food. Don't become Shark Food, man. That's gonna be another channel, and I'm gonna make that shit hot. So you rocks with VA. You know what I'm saying? You do music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing interviews on that channel, StreamYard and on that channel, and all that. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. I see Percy learn how to do the StreamYard. I was watching that shit. I was like, damn, I gotta learn how to do Stream. Everybody do StreamYard. It's probably easy to hook it up. But yeah, it's different angles to take this. It's multiple different angles how you could do it with this YouTube shit. And I don't really care about like the algorithm because I don't have to cuss to talk. Like when I talk, I mean I'm live right now. I'm gonna try to salute. What it do? What it do? What it do, Andre? Salute. Yeah, I don't gotta cuss to talk, so I don't really shake the algorithm. All my videos go green. Multiple different angles, my G. Multiple different angles. And when I come out to these clubs, yo, I'm gonna pop out. You know what I'm saying? I want like real bookings. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the joints I want. Grown Man Business will be in the building. Everybody in their city come out. Grown Man Business will be here. Everybody's in the city come out. You know what I'm saying? Book me, dog. Bring me out. I'm gonna fill your club up. The ladies gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna know. So that's what I'm building the platform to do. And I already got some. We gonna come outside, dog. We gonna do it. I'm gonna be in the building. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be, nigga. You already know. Everybody, one time. We coming from multiple. Where we coming from? Multiple, multiple, multiple different angles, my G. Yeah, yeah. At all times, my G. Uh, and that shit gonna be lit. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I'm gonna be in a club somewhere, and I'm gonna be like, everybody in the club one time, put your cell phone lighters up. Everybody, put your cell phone lighters up. You know what I'm saying? And tell them we coming from. You already know. I ain't even gotta say it. We coming from what? Multiple, multiple different angles, my G. Yeah, yeah. This is Virginia, man. This is Virginia. I'm doing this, and I'm on you again. I'm not gonna stay too much longer. But just understand and know and remember, I'm doing this all from the muscle. This all straight phone, me to the phone. Yeah, straight off the brick into the bottles. I'm bottling this shit up raw. You feel what I'm saying? And it's straight to the phone, no antics. I be in my, I used to be in my car. I be in my car sometimes. I be in my room sometimes. I'm gonna be in the pool sometimes in the back. When I get put in, I'll be in my garage where I be doing these live streams or these videos from. You feel what I'm saying? Um, and I'm gonna show y'all just like that. From this phone to my face, we gonna go up. Nigga. They be like, where you from? Virginia. Norfolk. You feel me? You can watch all the videos. You can get something out them joints. Some of them joints gonna be pointless. It ain't for you. Some of them joints gonna be funny. You be like, this nigga tripping. Some of them joints gonna be serious. You're gonna be like, oh, he militant. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, salute my G, salute my G. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we start. That's how we start. We start, you know what I'm saying, with the people listening in their iPods at work. Salute my dog. Highly appreciate you investing your time and your energy into the channel. But again, like I say, like I always say, those are the highest forms of currency. You with your iPods in, listening to Grown Man Business TV is the highest form of currency. That's how we gonna go up organically without all the extras and all the antics. You feel me? I don't want to do all that, but I still want the pot. I still want the crown. I still want the top. I want to taste. I want to see what the top tastes like. Pause. I don't even say pause. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on, family? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Neighbors walking their dogs. And they be like, hey, man, like, what's going on? Yeah. I don't want it with the extras, so that when it come, the 400,000 subscribers, the 500, the whatever, when that come, we can still stand on business. Because that's where they got now I'm going from joking around with y'all going kind of back serious, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going on now, but that's how they got us, like with the Black Lives Matter situation, how they had all these Black Lives Matter, she was going on and on and on and on. They soaked up all this money, all these donations, all these sponsors, and all these people got rich and famous, and somehow these things are still happening. And then you'd be like, where is Black Lives Matter? Well, they done bought houses in the suburbs. They done bought houses out in the sticks with the other rich Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, people that's mostly out there. You feel me? And that's what I mean when you get to the top and you done did all these antics, you done did all these extras, you done sliced the cake a million times. When you get to the top, you expected to do more. They want to see more. And then they start pressing you in a certain manner where now you got, you know, you scared because you can't really be outside, and you got to tell motherfuckers, you got to slam on you when you nah. We gonna get to that level, and they gonna respect it because we already had it over here. It wasn't something that we gained from the people and stole it, and the people donated it $1 million, and now you done got to a Ferrari. You know, these niggas up here, they get donated. Nah, they won't already be able to say, hey, GMB already been had all that from his first video. GMB been doing his shit from his first video. He been doing him. You're gonna be able to stand on business. The reason why they can't stand on business is because they took the keys. Yeah. When you get powerful, when you start being able to move a crowd, when you start being able to influence a certain amount of people, they put the cheese in front of you. Nah, I ain't, I don't, it's different levels to rich. I'm good, but it's different levels to rich. I want Ferraris, I want Lambo, I want some, you know, different hustles and different ways to get to it. But it starts with the worker. It starts with the go-getter, having their ear pods on, with an ambition, with a dream. You understand? And they put in their favorite music to get that workout in, to get that hustle up, to get that money in. They put that grind music on. We about to get it. Oh no, we gonna listen to Grown Man Business on that. You know what I'm talking about? He was talking about such. Oh yeah, you going? That video get me going. Yeah, for sure. That's how you start. That's why I always say organically. We ain't, and salute to everybody. When I say salute to Haas. I seen Haas cry. I seen Haas do all kind of shit. I remember he got so many videos. He got so many different layers, bruh. Like I done seen showed up. Like I don't think Haas should be saying that. I don't think he should be telling people that. I've been thinking to myself, but he'll do it on camera, bro. So those antics, when you do that, I just ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that shit ain't. Nah, this is grown man business. That shit means something, bro. When I was a child, you came downstairs, your uncles and all them was in the living room, they'd tell you, hey, back upstairs. You gotta go back upstairs. This grown man business, this grown folk business down here. This grown man business down here. If my mama was saying, she said, hey, you gotta go upstairs. This is grown folk business. And as kids, that right there would scare you enough. You'd be like, oh shit, it's grown folk business down here. We going upstairs. See, these youngsters don't know. That's why it's important that us dinosaurs speak. I'm a dinosaur, bro. I remember when it won't no phones. I remember when it was pay phones outside. I remember when bitch McDonald's had real French fries and real nuggets. Bitch, it was real food. Like they was still having meat back then. I'm a dinosaur. It's important for us to speak, but we all don't have those qualities. You know, I used to want to rap. I used to think I wanted to be a rapper real bad when I was young. I still, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get with homie and he gonna throw me a beat and I'm gonna show y'all that I'm nice with this shit. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm a beast with this rap shit. But I realized I didn't really want to be a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't want to rap. Yeah, but I know how to talk though. I know how to connect words. I know how to flow. You see what I'm talking about? Yo, it's crazy. It's like lizards and shit out here. Excuse me, it's lizards, bro. Them shits be everywhere. Them motherfucking like lizards, bro. Like, but anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. And grown man, again, like I said, grown man business TV is growing bigger than I thought. I don't even really be knowing how big it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be having to be more cautious about what I'm saying and talking about. These things I'm talking about, I want to be more cautious because motherfuckers know me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can recognize me that I don't recognize. It's getting to that point, and I'm only at like. So yeah, you know, yeah, you gotta be on cue. Yeah, you gotta be on cue. But we only going up. I think the first event that's supposed to be going on, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Once everything is locked in, y'all need to lock in with me. Though. I will come to you. You know, book me, find me out to your city. I will get your club popping. Percy, he at that stage. Percy got 20,000 subs. When I get to 20,000 subs, that's really when it's gonna jump. Percy got 20,000 subs, cuz. What that nigga? What? Somebody get my boy right, man. Hold on. Hey, let me know. Am I lagging to y'all? Is everything on cue? Am I lagging? Or can y'all hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, put a 100 in the chat. If I'm lagging, let me know I'm lagging. Because I'm looking, I got my, I probably shouldn't even have that shit on, but that shit, man, I'm still talking on that motherfucker. With the phone down. I'm still talking on that shit. But yeah, Virginia, yeah. I'll be in the city soon. You know what I'm saying? We might do Tropics. I heard Tropics be jumping. Salute to Tropic Bristol. Uh, yeah, I be seeing it. Hold on. Because they know, you know, these guys, they not willing to die behind. He shoot one of his grandmama. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I started all the way in the back. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. All right. All right. So yeah, we in it. We good. We good. All right. So look. So yeah, yeah. This is VA, baby. I'm not gonna stay too much longer, man. I'm in there. I'm about to get off. I gotta eat. I gotta take some pills. I gotta get ready for the you know, you know how I go. But listen, man, salute to everybody that was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the grown man business 2.0, grown man business TV 2.0. Y'all need to go sub to that. Make sure you sub to that because that's about to be changed back into 757 Shark Food. Shark Food, that's the logo. Fire, nigga. Fire, right? And we gonna go up on this channel too. So this is about to be real. This is a real thing. It's already up. I'm probably gonna do a video. I'm gonna figure what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna. I gotta just figure out the way I want to do it. But it's already gonna get done. We gonna lock in. All right, man. So let's just salute to everybody. I'm gonna definitely tap in with y'all. Yeah. Lock into that channel, man. And it don't have no videos on it. Um, but I'm about to put some content on that. You know what? I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna lock in to my cause I got Wi-Fi here. I don't be using it, like the hotspot or something like that. Cause I got 5G internet here. So yeah, I'm gonna lock into that. I'm gonna try that and see if that's better, man. And we'll get it right. We'll lock it in. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah, cause I can see it from the joint now, like doing a little lag thing. All right, man. So listen, man. Check it out. It's your boy, grown man, business, and listen. You could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we ain't dressing nothing up. We giving it to you straight raw. Straight raw, my boy. And salute to everybody that's invested in the channel. We only going up. Salute to everybody that's in the live. And when you see me live, know we only gonna get better. Know we only gonna lock in stronger. You know what I mean? The Wi-Fi, all that, we gonna get all that tweaked out. But we in here. Grown Man Business TV. Lock in. Tap in and tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I said. You know what I suggest. So you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, grown man, business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.